Sorry, I need the toilet.
So,
We're dying!
welcome to the technically second, but also officially first episode of Dangerous Cults.
We have
and
never
where to
played
find
this.
them.
We have never played this ever before in our
There's
lives.
no records of it.
No.
Never.
So welcome
What even is this?
to the official first episode of Dangerous Cults and where to find them. My name is Rin. I will be the keeper for this campaign, which, as you saw in our intro, is the Masks of Nyarlathotep by Chaosium, and it is the updated 5th edition version, and we'll be playing with 7th edition Cthulhu rules. Okay, first things first, before we go into introductions of our players, we have some social media platforms. We're on Twitter and on Instagram, and so follow us there. We're called Call the Dice, and we are obviously here. Please follow. We also have some merchandise, which is on Teespring. There should be some links on our link trees on all our social media platforms. And we also have a Ko-fi, so if you want to support our work, then you can pop over there. That brings me on to a mechanic that we have in this stream, which is called dice. And that means that basically it's something that you as a viewer can use to somewhat affect the story. So if you have a cool dice, you can give it to one of the players and they will get a reroll for free. If you give them 3 cold dice, they get a reroll with advantage, which is very nice. How do I get a cold dice, you might ask? You can get a cold dice by either joining our Discord, you get 1 for that, create fan art for us, and by fan art that means pretty much anything creative that is about this this game. And if you buy merchandise and post a picture of it on social media and tag us, then you will also get a cold die. And also, if you support us on Ko-fi, you will get a cold die. Last thing before we move on to players and character introductions. This game is set in the 1920s. There will be some elements of sexism and racism in this game. We will do our utmost to address these issues in a sensitive and as correct, I suppose, way as possible, in order to not make anyone feel uncomfortable or feel like we are taking advantage or appropriating something. And if we fail in that, please let us know so that we can improve and do it better later. There will also be elements of horror, gore and blood and violence, and our players and myself will most likely occasionally be swearing, so there will be profanities. With those disclaimers being done, we are ready to to go on to our players. And since Hulda is very nicely positioned at the end of the screen, she gets to start.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Hulda. I'm a Hobbit's Tale, or Hobbit's Tale on some social media. I don't know, what else should I say? And wow, that really blanked. I was like,
Who do you play?
Like when people say, like, give us, like, oh, what's an icebreaker? And you're like, it's something you break ice with. I don't know. So yeah, that's me. I play D&D as well. I have my own Twitch stream as well called Summerbound, where I have 2 campaigns because I'm crazy, and I'm here every other Monday. I also have a D&D podcast, so Games all the time, every day.
Yes. And your character?
Oh yes, Aisling. I play Aisling Burnhouse. She is a professor. There we go. Wow, that was smooth. Could never make me talk again, please. Well.
Next up, we have Teddy.
Hello, I'm Teddy, also known as the Fuzzy Teddy. Normally just doing cosplay, not much of a streamer. Being shanghaied into this, where I play Sergeant Thomas H. Cooper from Brisbane, Australia, who's also being shanghaied into this. Okay, more or less voluntarily because he gets paid.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Michael would love to hear some physical descriptions of your characters as well. So if we go back to all that. Before you start, may I ask that you tilt the camera there just a tiny little bit down, because I see that it is. You have to twist that thing.
Because we are hiding underneath our title screens.
Twisty.
I love that you give me the most like technical inept person.
Oh, a little bit too much. A little bit up again.
Excuse me.
There we go. Perfect.
I'm
Perfect.
awful.
A little bit too much.
Let's cut the heads off. There we go.
Thank you very much. Now, if you would please describe your character, Aisling Burnhouse.
Yeah, she is. Like a slim brunette, piercing blue eyes. Has like glasses. She usually wears a white shirt, very like professional shirt, and a brown skirt. If they are going to be traveling, she's definitely going to be wearing like loose trousers, but trousers that kind of look like skirts because she does enjoy wearing skirts. Standard Oxford shoes. And she always has a little satchel with books and pens and everything. Yeah. Coolio, yes.
Nice.
Sergeant?
Yeah. Thomas is, well, he's an ex-soldier from the Australian army, currently working for the French Foreign Legion. So we've seen some action. There's some scars. There's the occasional alcoholism, but he tries to hide it underneath a nicely trimmed beard and a particularly refined moustache. He dresses in his typical army gear, functional, waterproof, and of course the Australian bush hat.
We love it. You have to show the book.
Yes, and of course, his journal is of course covered in crocodile skin. I mean, what else?
What else?
Because of course.
Yeah.
Is he wearing what?
I just imagine, the crocodile Dundee hat with a little, cork.
No, not the corks. Just the hat, not the corks.
I brought you a donk, mate. I got a gun. Yeah, but it's not a donk. What the hell's a donk? Boom, boom, boom. I'm a donk. That was a great movie. Spoon.
Next up, Evie.
Yes, I'm Ivy, also known as Yehadra Cosplay on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, basically any place cosplayers are. Currently going to school to learn how to sew, and that's very exciting. And I'm playing Peggy Lynch. She's a socialite with her daddy's money, so of course she has the stylish clothes, and she's just so dazzling. She has a short black bob, very, very stylish, and she's a bit stocky, but she is just the looker of the group.
Oh,
honestly.
most definitely.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So humble.
That's a trap.
Yeah.
This chat has so many
And,
cool
And last and definitely least.
Yeah,
Yo!
definitely.
Are we talking feather
The
boa?
boa. No, she only has a peacock-headed walking cane. No feather boa.
Only.
What? Not even like an ivory fan that's like just this thing costs more than a car.
Have you been through her stuff?
I can neither confirm nor deny. That is so meta. Jesus. All very sellable to the right people. Yeah,
Yes,
hello.
Michael. Only.
Probably not very well known around here. So, hi, my name's Rick. I've apparently just started being called Carzael online. That's pretty much what I get wiped out on all video games under my title. Previously known for GMing for Fateful Fumble and a few other things. Oh god, being old and senile really bugs. But I am now playing. And
For a
also,
change.
For change.
and it is a new and horrible experience for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. You're welcome.
There has been
Archie.
some incidents with shoes.
Shoes.
Oh, the shoes.
There's a reason for
The
that.
doors.
The doors. Dear God, I forgot the door!
And let's
That
not
was the
forget our
best
greatest enemy,
thing
the
ever.
floor plank.
that was yours.
My nemesis.
Oh, plank!
You could have gone through and nobody would have remembered.
Unless you roll that dice. So Archie, as well envisioned by Michael, does his best, who nagged me for a description. Actually, he asked very politely, which was essentially a scruffy-looking nerf herder wearing a worn-out Panama suit that has seen better days, that he will always excuse to be simply, my other suits are in the dryer, or washer, or whatever the 1920s equivalent is. The pond? I don't know. But he will always, at the very least, have a... Huh?
With the cleaner.
They have those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's with the cleaner. It is, of course, his
Learn
only...
something new.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah. And he also looks like Henry Cavill mixed with God.
He is not.
Hmm.
He's the very much less attractive male version of Aisling.
But I mean, at our time in game.
Oh
Who's Henry Cavill?
Yeah, who's Henry Cavill?
He hasn't been born yet, but is definitely one of my descendants.
Yes,
His father is not even a twinkle in his father's eye.
No.
That's going to be pretty much the episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Michael also asks, who's the older sibling?
That's yeah.
It's Rick.
But as obviously Ashley keeps reminding him, that just means you're going to die first.
Yeah.
And
I
I
know,
can't
she's
wait.
like, older doesn't mean wiser as well, or smarter.
I'm trying to imagining
He
the
was,
rest
you
of the
know-
family.
Don't.
Honey,
Don't go
be-
there!
honey, before the next one is born, please let's not make the same mistakes.
Oh, that hits the nail on the head without you even knowing you hit a nail on the head.
Do you know what's sad though? In that age, it was probably a matter of, okay, let's change the position. That's how we're going to go. Because people who believe that. Or like, let's
Oh
eat
my
more carrots or
God.
something.
There are people who still believe that. So.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, introductions have been made.
We got to do better introductions.
We really do.
Yeah.
I really need to write it down.
Now,
Thank you.
there have been certain things that have happened, and I have done my very best to summarize it. I wrote notes from the last session that was, albeit a 5 pages, but it was 6.5 A5 pages long.
Oh, God.
I have condensed it.
So this is what you
So-
missed on Glee.
Because it was quite a few hours worth of playing, I want to make sure that those of you who didn't get the chance to watch the now lost stream will have the chance to to hear what happened last time and what's happened, the story so far, before we begin to play. So episode 0, as we now refer to it, was called 3 Brits and an Aussie Walk into a Bar. The year is 1921, and our investigators have, for various reasons, travelled to Lima, Peru, to join explorer Augustus Larkin on an expedition to find a lost pyramid in the Peruvian highlands. Aisling Burnell, linguist and anthropologist, has been invited to assist Mr. Larkin academically, and on her journey across the ocean she meets Sergeant Thomas H. Cooper, Australian and member of the French Foreign Legion. Larkin has recruited him as muscle and gunman, or gun specialist. On the same ship, the Honourable Peggy Lynch enjoys every luxury travelling first class has to offer. Along with fashion and flair, Miss Lynch brings money to the table, on the condition that she gets to come along and experience the adventure. It's nearly 7 p.m. on the 18th of March, when the 3 investigators enter Bar Cordano, the place Larkin has asked them to meet him. Here, Archie Burnell, Aisling's estranged brother, is already nursing a drink. Unlike the other 3, Archie had no plans of joining Larkin's expedition when he sat down to play poker on a particularly rainy evening in Buenos Aires. However, that night he walked away from the table and a penniless archaeologist named Frank Crichton with tickets to Lima and the promise that Larkin's endeavour could make him rich. The 4 are brought to a table where they meet Augustus Larkin, a man in his 20s who looks older due to what he claims to be the long-term aftermath of malaria in his youth. His skin and clothes sag as someone who has lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time. He also sweats profusely. He introduces the investigators to his aide, Luis de Mendoza, an emancipated man with dark hair, a Spanish accent, and a sour disposition. They also meet Jesse Hughes, a handsome black man in tweed who smokes a pipe and asks a lot of questions.
The love of my life. Oh man.
Through dinner, Larkin tells the investigators that he found out about the pyramid from an alpaca farmer in Puno, a village by Lake Titicaca. The farmer allegedly sold 2 golden artifacts to Larkin, a pendant and a cup, claiming his grandfather found them by the pyramid and refused to divulge the location due to superstition. Larkin shows them the artifacts and says he's certain the pyramid is within 4 days' travel from Puno. He also informs them that he has paid for trucks with drivers to take them to Puno, where they'll stock up on food, buy pack animals, and continue on by foot. Departure from Lima will be at 8 a.m. on Monday, 21st of March, from the Hotel España, where Larkin and de Mendoza are staying. Larkin claims Hotel España is fully booked, as an explanation for why the investigators and Jesse Hughes are booked in at the Hotel Mori. After dinner, Larkin is looking worse for wear and excuses himself, returning to the Hotel España to rest, leaving the somewhat sceptical investigators alone with Jesse Hughes, who, sensing their doubts, reveals that he is in fact renowned author Jackson Elias, who specializes in studies of death cults.
Some items are just so...
Tell me more.
He tells them that he suspects de Mendoza, and possibly Larkin, of being part of a death cult which has ties to local superstitions about the vampire-like creatures called Karisiri. He tells them that he has been to Puno, where some of the locals are convinced de Mendoza is a Karisiri himself. Jackson does not believe in this, of course, but tells the group that normal humans are more than capable of committing grisly murders. Another thing about Larkin that makes Jackson suspicious is that he has recruited foreigners when local experts at the National University of San Marcos has attempted to offer their expertise only to be ignored or rebuffed. He mentions that he is scheduled to meet one of these experts, a Professor Sanchez, in the morning, and that the investigators are more than welcome to join him. The investigators accept his invitation, but the night is still young, and they decide to pay the Hotel España a visit to snoop around. They find the hotel with ease, and find out that Larkin had not been entirely truthful, as there are in fact 4 rooms available. They book the rooms in order to not raise too much suspicion when they sneak around.
Good start.
They head upstairs to find de Mendoza and Larkin's rooms, having been given the numbers from the owner when checking in. Knocking on the doors yields nothing but the sound of what seems like a barely audible groan from one of the rooms. Several attempts at picking the locks are unsuccessful, but Aisling interrupts the dubious activity with a bright idea of trying the door handle. The door opens, and they find Larkin in a heroin-induced fugue, reeking of rotting flesh. In between this, there is also a creaky floorboard.
Bum, 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 bum.
The smell of rotting flesh triggers traumatic memories from the war for Sergeant Cooper. The syringe and vial of heroin on the table by Larkin is quickly snatched by Archie while his sister is looking for something she spotted under the mattress of the bed. Larkin is utterly out of it, but seemingly not in any danger, so Archie investigates the odd tattoo on the drugged man's chest and proceeds to, for some reason, take the explorer's shoes off and throw them out of the window, possibly due to their stench. Having found a golden mask and quickly inspected it, Aisling decides this is their cue to leave.
Yeah.
Along with now somewhat more collected Sergeant Cooper, the siblings join Miss Lynch and Jackson Elias, who have been keeping watch, down to the lobby. Had it not been for the sergeant being on high alert after his episode, the group would have been spotted by a returning Luis de Mendoza, but they evade him by hiding in one of their rented rooms on the floor below Larkin's room. They realise that the room is right below what they assume must be de Mendoza's room and hear him enter it before going next door to Larkin. The group then leaves Hotel España, returning to the Hotel Mori to discuss what they have found. And that's what you missed on Dangerous Cults and Where to Find Them.
It's gonna be a thing now where we try and like have it so the recap includes the weirdest, most why did you do that moments.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be writing recaps every time. It's just that
I don't
a
mind
lot
this.
of stuff happened and I don't want people to miss it. However, I have been doing some other stuff since last time as well. So Aisling now has an actual
Ooh.
golden
You
mask.
should totally put that on.
It's Cthulhu. Fuck no.
It has to be said, also mentioned, that last time she resisted the urge to investigate the smooth, almost mirror-like surface on the back and focused more on the front. So, and then she had to leave.
She's the only one with a brain cell in this group.
I don't know about that.
You, lady.
I mean, she's kind of right as well. I mean, come on. I mean,
All
all
the
right,
fun
fine.
Money can buy smart.
So,
That's true.
we begin our game with the group safely back at their own hotel.
Party!
And there are some seats in the lobby. There are still some seats in. There is still someone walking around offering people drinks if they wanted. It's not as much on the menu as there would be at local bars, but they do have a small bar, and the Hotel Mori is exquisite. It is definitely amongst the more posh and high quality hotels in Lima. The interior design is full of Art Deco, lot of golden details, mixed in with local style, and everyone is dressed perfectly. Trousers are pressed, you know, hair is slicked back. All the waiters and all the workers there are perfectly service and what is it? They're perfectly accommodating. Do you wish to sit down in the lobby, or do you wish to go back to one of the characters' room?
I have to say, is this the lobby? Yeah, I'm gonna follow Tommy. What are you gonna do, Tommy? What you gonna do?
Myth is the best.
They're in the chat.
They're in the
All right.
But yeah, so you've reached the lobby, and the question is whether you want to be able to discuss things privately, or if you're okay discussing it in the lobby.
We are discussing this privately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you still also kind of out of it?
I'm just tired.
Okay, let's go up to my room. Let's put you on the bed and just sit around there and just discuss this in
So
private.
we're discussing all this now.
Not now, just up in a room, not in the lobby.
Tommy checks his watch.
Yeah, that's a good point. What time is it?
It is at this point, I believe it's around 10:30. So
Okay, not too
10:30.
bad. Not too bad though.
I thought it was like 3 a.m. or
No,
something.
no, it's still quite early because you didn't spend that long, and you were done with your meal quite early as well. So you've only spent around an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours actually. It's getting close to 11 o'clock, but
Throwing up shoes were like in slow-mo, so technically it took 3 seconds. A door though took a good 30 minutes.
Oh man.
Jackson Elias is obviously also there.
Yes.
But yeah,
know what
we
you
can discuss this now, but we're gonna need some coffee.
Okay, let's get some coffee then.
Mm.
Just not discuss anything until we get into the room.
Absolutely. I'll order some Irish coffees, shall I?
You know what? That's the first good idea I've had all day.
Give it time.
Black for me, just plain. No milk, no sugar, no.
Alcohol?
Alcohol in the drink?
If I need, I got my own.
There are two workers in the reception who take your orders and tell you that there will be someone up to your room shortly. And yeah.
Bloody good service. I didn't even need to say anything.
Yeah. Practically perfect in every way.
No.
Why?
Just splendid.
We were having a good time. It's like you did that, didn't we? So yes, we're all gonna go up to my sister's room and put the hunk of a man on her bed.
Why do you have to put it like that? Just why do you have to put it like that?
I mean, I didn't. It's just.
You did.
Well, you're the doing.
No, but oh my god. So let's just go up and just get you lying down, and they'll go up and get some drinks
Hey,
there.
Jackson, would you like to come with? I'm sure there's room on the bed.
He gives Ashling a look of that if he spoke, it would have said my condolences.
Yeah. She just gives him a little.
Screaming, help me!
I
yes.
get it.
Come on, Tommy boy, let's take you somewhere.
Tommy boy.
Let's go.
Archie has to roll a spot hidden to notice.
What? How else should I be rolling anything today?
Have you got your die?
No.
What?
So why don't we just say that I succeeded?
No, and you're not allowed to touch any of ours.
You ungrateful.
Okay, give this
No,
keeper
I
a second.
I get it. No, don't you pick my dice for me.
I can't believe you.
Which ones did you want?
I want dice. I can't
Here?
don't remember what I. Yeah, that'll perfect. Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
I recognize the
Maybe
design.
we'll roll
Yeah,
today.
it's good design.
This is what I miss about conventions. The fantastic artsy people that can make stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of the things.
I know the designer and maker.
Oh
Yes, we should give him a shout out.
Yes,
Actually,
yeah.
Let's do
could
that.
you lift off the show off the?
No.
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 Not Ivan.
Hadley effect.
It's
Hadley.
Hadley.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh.
So, Hadley Effects. He's awesome. He makes a lot of really cool dice boxes.
Ooh.
Yes, with magnetic
smell of
lids.
wood.
They smell of wood.
Dust and wood. I call this one, by the way.
Yeah, you can find him on Instagram, I think.
Can I get
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
never been branded. I want to brand this one as Ranger Danger.
So you all gather up in Ashling's room.
Peggy
And
finds the best seat and takes it straight away.
yes.
The best
Like-
seat is the one right next to like the bookshelves. She's most likely to put the best like chair there, just so you know.
Specific. Do you do the whole thing where you kind of like legs are right over, like?
Yeah, very.
Very cozy.
Oh gosh, I forgot her name. Miss Fisher.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Penciling. What's that called in English?
Peggy is our local Franny Fisher,
Yeah.
if you didn't notice.
To be
we
honest.
love it.
Yeah.
Cheers. What is cheers? Let's find a desk and just
Lounge.
Drape.
drape herself over it.
Great, that's the one.
Yeah, words.
Yep.
So what's that thing you found, Ashling? Jackson says.
Oh, wow, and she takes it out. Found this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's worth a bit, huh? I mean, that looks like gold.
It is.
It is.
Do you take a closer look now that you actually have the time?
Oh! Yeah, why not? Okay, what do I roll for? My insanity.
No. Last time you rolled luck. Now you get to roll power.
Okay.
And I need to open my book.
Yes.
You succeed.
Look at you, still rolling along.
Keepers. Keepers.
It's because my
gotta
power is
read
quite
the book.
high as well.
Yes.
What?
I
She
got
has the
80 in
power.
As everyone has settled in, Sergeant Cooper is on the bed, and Archie, you're probably in the.
I'm probably languishing on the other side. I'm guessing it's a queen size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In that case, he's just lying down on the other side, arms up behind his leg, going, "Oh, this is the stuff, isn't it, Tommy?"
Jackson.
Please explain what. you know, by that. I mean, the whole. Our employer might be lying to us. Famous author, going by a completely different
It's
name
called a-
and
Oh,
character.
sorry about that.
No, it's a pseudonym. They do it all the time.
Jackson is standing near Aisling while she's looking at this mask, and suddenly something happens.
Oh.
no.
What?
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
It's Peggy's fault.
The room disappears around you.
That's
Me?
a lie.
I thought
Yeah, Aisling.
I got a 50 cent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Bye.
The room disappears around you, and for a moment, it's nothing but fog, and then the fog clears, revealing an ancient stepped pyramid on a plateau. And it breaks apart as greasy white tendrils, dripping with huge maggots, reach up from its remains.
Sexy.
Then it's black again. And
I knew there was some kinks there.
Stop. This is scary enough.
and you see something. You're not sure, but there's a light, and then you're in a series of endless dark tunnels, filled with the roars and cries of wild beasts. And then suddenly you're back in the room again.
How much time passed, do you think?
For you, you see Aisling standing there, looking at the inside of this mask, which is seems to be mirror polished. And she's looking, and then suddenly her eyes kind of glaze over, and it's like they go dull. And you've never seen this happen with a human before. But obviously it could be the effect of the light hitting her. there are many ways to explain it, but she just stands there, her jaw drops a little open, and then a few seconds later she snaps out of it and looks like she's trying to regain her balance.
Peggy rushes straight over and puts a hand on her arm.
Jackson is studying you.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Archie just fell off the bed.
I don't even notice Peggy being there.
You may also roll 1d6.
That's a 1.
You lose 1 sanity.
Oh!
You don't deserve that.
How do I
Thomas
mark
is,
that down?
Wait,
On
where's-
your
like
character
health.
sheet,
Is it health?
It's like
no,
health.
next.
It's a different section.
it has a
Uh,
section, I
page.
think it's the next
There.
page.
There.
There.
There we go.
So your max insanity -1.
Yeah.
Do you know what your insanity is?
Probably.
No.
Probably do.
Told you she
Not
was
insanity.
cheating.
Sanity.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it would be on the top of that sheet. That one, yes.
Do you need help?
No? Go away.
Would you figure
Uh,
out something?
Yeah, plug that in.
Can you?
Sandy, yes, got it. Yes.
Excellent.
Teach Gavin, girl, to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah,
The rest of
time.
you,
Go
you
away.
don't lose any
We
sanity.
forgot to plug in sanity.
Oh, you forgot to check your.
We have no sanity.
You have no
You're
sanity.
crazy, all of you.
Yeah.
Then you have a little bit of a problem, don't you? Let's see.
That sounds like something that
Uh,
doesn't affect us.
Sanity points equals your power characteristic.
Oh.
So it's the full.
Cool.
Yes. So you'll want to write your power is your max sanity. Currently, no, that is actually not right. Your current sanity is power. And is there any other things that you've forgotten to fill out
Nope.
so that we can do that now? No.
I didn't forget anything.
What happens when you lose sanity is that you subtract it from the numbers sheet,
Mhm.
and if you manage to gain Cthulhu Mythos, as you see, is one of the skills.
Mhm.
You have to subtract the same amount of numbers from your max sanity.
Okay.
So the more mythos you know, the lower your maximum of sanity becomes.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
yeah.
Damned if you do as well.
Well, it sounds like Call of Cthulhu, yeah. But yeah, Thomas props himself up on bed a little bit. You okay there, Sheila?
Yeah. She like looks and is a bit like, look, I'm good, and gives the masks to Jackson, but you know, I think the sun hit me like differently or something like that. I don't know. Just I don't know, daydreaming maybe.
Daydreaming.
Well, I mean, I was just looking at the map and then just saw like flashes of something, and it's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
Flashes of something.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the coffee? Should be coming up soon, I think. She's just like in denial, like, you know, it's just it's.
She hands him the mask, does she?
Yeah. She like it's fine. It's here you go. I think just the light hit me a bit differently in the eyes.
Yeah.
I need to find some stats.
Sorry, Jackson.
I think you might have to sit down a bit. You can have my seat.
Oh no, I'm fine. As she like bounces itself. You go sit in there. I sit there all the time.
Yeah, Archie. Does she do that a lot?
Archie stands up. Do what?
Because if you're
Okay,
not
you know, blank out. And
The thing, I've never noticed to do that. Well, not ever though. She's always been very sprightly, and as far as I'm aware, she never did anything non-toward. You know, I'm meaning, you know, like drugs, opiates, that kind of thing. You aren't on anything, are you?
No, of course not.
Didn't think so.
Healthy mind, healthy body, all of that.
Also, I can tell when she's lying because she's usually nice.
I'm not lying. It just sounds insane, and it doesn't make sense logically. So I think what just happened there is just like catching something. Just my imagination running wild. Stuff
Jackson
like
picks up the mask and he's looking at the surface and he's like, it's a very nice polish.
that. It's probably what
Yeah.
you know. Yeah,
So-
it is, and you know the light just kind of hits you different in the eye, and you just like, whoop, you know.
Yeah, it is late and we have seen some
It's been
Exactly.
very
It's probably-
unusual things tonight. So
Adrenaline kicking in, and
the door.
Oh.
Someone's at the door. And,
Coffee?
Ashley
Jackson
goes,
turns to fetch room service
Aw.
and lets a young boy with a little trolley come in and
He's on the trolley.
on the trolley there is a shiny gold-edged coffee set
I actually have
and-
that set.
and a steaming pot of coffee.
Oh.
It's so strong that you can smell, like, you can really smell it even from a distance. And he puts it down on the table and asks if there's anything else that you want.
Was there like the whiskey and like sugar and stuff to make Irish coffee?
Yeah, there's 2 Irish coffees.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no!
Unless there were more.
I asked for 5. I was very clear. One of them has no milk. That I remember.
The boy looks at you somewhat confused and he's like, I will be back.
And could you get 4 cognacs?
Yes,
And
yes.
what's that green stuff called again?
Absinthe.
Thank you. Yes, absinthe.
I'm sorry we don't have that at the hotel, but I'm sure you can get it from the nearby bars or.
Yes, it's very good. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You don't need to tell me to go onto the streets or
Oh my
anything.
god.
The cognac will do just fine. Thank you.
He leaves. Poor lad.
As someone who has worked as a bartender, you're the worst customer ever.
Oh
It's like when someone tells you to make like loads of pints and then the last thing they ask you is to make a Guinness, like you're that person. Oh man.
I know how to pull a Guinness though, so I'm alright.
Does anyone else want to take a look at the mask?
Peggy does.
Well, Peggy is there, so yeah.
Yeah.
It shines.
Yeah.
It's
Not having seen anything, Jackson kind of like turns it around and just passes it on to.
very nice
Peggy.
metalwork. Very nice gold. And then looks on the back.
Yeah. You may roll a power check.
This is fine.
Okay.
Also, I would like you to tell me if, should you get an extreme, that's the lowest number on your power.
What, extreme fail or extreme success?
Success.
That's a 40. Yeah, success. So, but not.
Yeah, regular.
Just no.
Yeah. You see the same happening to Peggy as you just saw happen to Aisling. Aisling, you get to see it for the first time. That her eyes suddenly gloss over, her face goes a bit slack. And you feel the room disappear around you. And when you finally see something, it's thousands of people, men, women of every race, perform bloody and orgastic rites on top of a mountain. And it's dizzying. And then there's smoke and fog-like surroundings all over. And then you see the sun, but it's going black. And tentacles of darkness spread across the sky, consuming the world. And then you have this sense of falling as your chair is tipping slightly backwards and you're back in the room.
Did you see that?
She throws it across the room.
Like Aisling.
Also,
yeah,
please roll a d6.
I'm just gonna stay in bed. I think
Yeah.
with Tommy.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. 2 sanity.
Tommy will try to catch the mask as it flies.
Yep.
So
You don't need
everyone's
to
gonna
roll.
Pretty hard.
You're still a bit on
Like
high alert, so
frisbee.
you
Jumps up and catches it, and he turns it face
yeah.
forward, and kind of tries to sniff it. Okay, there's definitely something wrong with this. Is there any smells from it? I'm
I
doubting
couldn't
no,
smell anything on it.
Aisling,
And
like,
I didn't
yeah, sorry.
see anything. Well, I didn't experience anything like that, at least.
Did you look on
Yeah.
the inside?
Yeah.
She looks at you, Peggy, and she's like,
Look.
"Did you? So I'm not crazy?
Well,
No people.
There's another knock on the door.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
Jackson moves over again, and the kid is back.
Yeah.
And he's brought a whole bottle of cognac
Takes the bottle. Archie's gonna like
and several glasses.
Yeah.
And there's 2 extra Irish coffees, and there is a small bottle, like one of those bottles that you get when it's kind of like a teaser, if you will, of Scottish whiskey. It's a quite a nice single malt. My distillery history is a little shaky, but if Ardbeg was in fact in existence in the 20s, it would be an Ardbeg or something of the like. So it's a really smoky single malt whiskey.
You know.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Excellent, excellent. Yes.
Go on. Go on.
Can I take it?
I mean, if you walked over and took it from Archie,
Yeah,
he
that's basically what she does.
yeah, because he would lose that fight. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I just imagine Peggy just like, it's like she smells gold, and she's just like, it just slinks over Archie's shoulders like, what's that? Oh, nice, lovely.
thank you very much.
Aisling goes and tips the boy.
Thank you, señorita.
I'm just going to. Now I look like an asshole.
Well, you are.
And he leaves the room.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
that's
what?
Exactly what I needed. Right
Archie
now.
goes after him and also tips him.
Yeah, you meet a very baffled young man who is very happy to take your tip.
Don't worry, I know it's confusing, but we're British. So it's fine. Wandering back. Do you close the door on me?
Yeah. He goes. She just closes it. And
Oh,
like,
very funny!
It's
She
unlocked.
locks it.
Oh.
I am going to take a while before I realise it's actually unlocked. So you guys have fun.
Yeah.
No, I think Jackson will open it for you, and probably give Aisling something. Now, let's not be kids, huh?
I'm not kids. I'm just saying that we could think better without disturbances from one.
Do you think
burnout.
you'd be able to think better knowing that he's out there causing trouble?
Yes, but it's because he's not causing trouble in here.
You're not my real dad.
You're not hearing
You're
this.
not hearing it.
Anyway, the door opens. Archie's back in again.
While this is happening,
Yes, please. Please.
Cooper's found the bathroom and picked up a towel and drapes it on the back side of the mask. Oh, I don't know what happened because it looked like you were drugged or something.
Well,
Well,
it
if-
was quite unpleasant.
Try to explain.
I don't think, unless you don't want to.
I need to share it, so I don't sit with it alone, and I can do it for you, and then.
For me? Oh wow, that's very kind. You go first, yeah?
I think she
guess
said
we
before.
Oh, before I thought you said for me. I was like, do you want to do it for me? That's nice. I've never been to therapy, but this sounds like what it is.
She hands the rest of the whiskey to you.
She drinks it.
Yeah, just that. Well, first the room disappeared, and then
The fog? Did you see the fog?
Not then. That was later.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. Well, it disappeared, and then it was like thousands of people just. Doing ungodly things while bloody
Oh.
on a mountain, and then the fog came, and then the sun was there, and then it disappeared, and there was tentacles, and that's not the kind of tentacles I like to eat. That was horrible.
This is a lot to unpack.
I need more alcohol. Does anyone have any more?
She gives the rest, like she keeps it. What I saw was like I woke up something in a fog. The room disappeared and I was in a fog, and I saw this pyramid on a plateau, and it also crumpled with these tentacle things. And then suddenly I heard these like wild animal screams, I think, and it was horrifying. And then I came back. So the tentacles is a thing.
It's a thing.
Do you need to go underwater? I don't know. She like takes up a journal and scribbling. Underwater sea creatures may be dangerous? ? And like just starts like.
I've seen a party, but that was not a party.
Oh no, definitely not.
Fine. You know, I'm curious. I think that Tommy, you should have a go. Wow, you're a strong fellow. I'm sure this is nothing for the things you've seen.
Well, why don't you, Archie? Are you a weak fellow? Is that what you're saying?
To be honest, I see I see enough scary things from the past. I'm not sure if I sure if I need to see.
Fair enough.
People doing ungodly things to screaming animals or.
Suggestion. If you're gonna look at that mask, maybe wear gloves or something.
Oh.
Maybe it's
That's why the
some
towel.
sort of. Maybe it's some sort of hallucinogenic that
Exactly, that was-
activates a touch, or.
How small are your hands, Archie?
And again, I touched
Nope.
it and
That
didn't
was
experience.
what I was thinking, but I couldn't
But
smell
his
anything
hands
on
are
it.
too large. I have a pair of gloves. Maybe yours could fit.
Stop it. Sorry, I can hear her thinking. Can I just ask, Jackson, are you wearing gloves?
No, but I have a
Hiding his hands.
handkerchief.
I mean,
And-
Drape
and
a towel.
yeah.
but, yeah.
Or we could just use the towel. Obviously.
friendly Viking, you son of a bitch!
It is correct.
I have created canon. You're welcome.
Fine.
Are you gonna look?
I, you know what?
Yeah.
Solid. Just it's obviously not going to be a problem for me. I mean, no offense, ladies, but obviously the female of the species doesn't always endure such traumas
Shut
as
up,
easily.
Archie. Look.
You sure you don't want to go first?
Roll a power, please.
Power! Now, who agrees with me when I said that he should automatically just get the worst result of this right now?
Me.
Yeah. A babushka! That's a 9. Failure means he survives, right?
Don't you have a percentage die there?
Yeah, I'm just going to roll twice for units and... Because
Okay.
D10s are percentage dice. It's
Yeah,
just
but you
add
have a
zero.
percentage die as well. Usually every set.
No.
No,
it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
it's a...
Yes,
got
2
bad set.
D4s instead.
Because one caltrop isn't enough, apparently. Anyway, yes, I got a 97.
Oh no.
But that just means it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
What?
Not fair.
Please tell me something happens when he puts it on.
Please tell me something happens when he puts it on.
Oh shit!
No.
It's like it's really oily and dirty, and he's got like dark stains all over. Like he just looks mucky, and no one's gonna tell him.
Yeah.
Where do I stick my tongue?
Oh god.
I shouldn't have done that.
Maybe it's something in the drinks or something that you've touched earlier, or
No, it was definitely when we looked at the mask.
I like to think that the willpower is a thing. You know, I mean, it's like obviously I have superior willpower.
We're more in tune to this.
No.
Maybe it is that fair sex thing.
Oh my god, you're witches! Oh. Sorry.
also Myth says it's confirmed. I adore Archie.
I like Michael's comment, the power of the mask won't go through his thick skull, hopefully.
Well, I did.
So you have to be
Tommy,
smart.
your turn. Come on now.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Please don't let Archie push you into something you don't want to do.
No, don't let Archie push you anything to do. Do it yourself. I'm just gonna drink your coffee.
Give the man a break.
Archie can try again tomorrow. Maybe it's a once a day, twice. No, only works twice in a day thing.
Exactly, just like opium.
He would
That was random.
Okay.
What is in this coffee?
Son of a witch.
What you
What
get?
do you get?
You got 5.
Tell us.
Well, I don't know. Is he gonna do it or not? So 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
And
55.
which means you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
By
You're
5 points.
doing this. Okay, then you get to roll a power.
Yep.
All right.
It's something that cold dice could make him do something.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
63 out of 70. So.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Again, eyes glaze over, and the room disappears.
The last thing that happens before it does. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Looks like a mouse.
The room around you disappears, and instead, you see your own hand reaching out and touching a large red rock that is warm to the touch. Everything is brightly lit. Next to the rock, a black pit that descends into the depths of the earth. And then it goes dark and foggy. And you see a small man suddenly as the fog disperses. He's huddled in a corner of a dingy room, feverishly painting something. And then it all disappears into fog again. And for a moment you're wondering, why isn't anything happening? And then it's bright as day, and you see the sun going black, and tentacles of darkness spreading across the sky, consuming the world. And I need you to roll a luck roll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, lucky you.
Okay, just gonna
It's the
write
end
down.
of the world as we know
I feel fine.
it.
Okay, a luck roll.
Yes.
It's, ooh. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
No!
You were so good earlier today.
You feel like you're falling into a pit,
Oh no.
and you wake up as you hit the floor, and you just see him just slide off the bed.
Oh shit! Is what also Ashley
Yeah.
says. Oh shit! Actually, like
Peggy
Back-
runs over.
Ashley
Jackson
turns
kind of
to
just
you-
grabs the mask
Yeah.
and takes
Ashley
it
turns
away.
to you and like, look what you did!
What?
If you hadn't tried to peer
Please roll
pressure
a
him into...
d6. Please roll a d6.
It's a war veteran. How
As
would I-
long as it's only one. One.
One sanity.
Y'all got lucky with the sanity thing, I think.
Oh my
Yes.
god, yeah.
Very lucky.
Jesus Christ.
So I know I passed the test. Well then, well, there goes my theory.
Oh no!
Oh, who'd have thought?
What a surprise,
There was
Are
something
you
very
okay?
strange about this.
Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
Thomas is lying on the floor, eyes wide open, not responding in any way.
Hello. Don't worry, I know the trick here. Tommy, Tom.
Ashley takes a bit of the like cognac and wraps it over, like puts a cloth in the. So she takes out a cloth, puts it in the cognac.
She's making a Molotov cocktail?
No, burn it to the ground. No, she's gonna
Fix
take
it
it
with
out.
fire!
She's gonna take it out and she's gonna take it like
Yeah.
by his nose
Yeah,
and
let
try
him
to
slip.
wake him up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Peggy might have some
Nope.
smelling salts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Not
what I was
Like-
thinking of.
Yeah, it's like I don't have smelling salts, so I was like, I'm gonna improvise.
I've got a needle.
Nope.
That would probably wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
What did you see?
Are you okay?
oh, that was quite a trip.
Did you see tentacles
Did you
or
see
fog
bloody people?
or pyramid?
First, I'm gonna need a coffee.
Oh, she get him a coffee
Uh,
without alcohol.
Sure. It's got less alcohol.
Gulps down.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
That was 4 espressos.
So, didn't quite get the Red Rock part.
Yeah, you just have this vague memory of touching a large red rock that's warm and it's brightly lit, and then there's a black pit that descends into the depths of the earth next to the rock.
To explain the whole thing, the Red Rock, the small fiercely painting man, and of course the black sun with the tentacles.
Seems
So
to be
we
attractive.
both got the tentacle sun, and you got
The tentacle pyramid.
the tentacle. So definitely tentacles.
Underwater sea creature, and she again goes to her nose like underwater sea
No,
creature.
mine were
Those,
kind
the
of
sun
black. What kind of
and pyramids.
You described the sun
tentacles did you get?
No,
as well.
Uh,
no.
Honestly, I don't remember. I had some other visions just after that. Kind of fogs up my memory a little bit.
It's quite alright.
Just some personal experiences, nothing to worry about.
I think it may be a good idea for us to get some sleep, and
Best idea I've heard.
I think we should bring that mask to the university tomorrow when we see Dr. Sanchez.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
There's a university here. I've never been.
It shows.
They don't have like dancing zebras and things.
No. Okay, get out of my room.
I'm gonna do just that. I want to leave. So.
You're great.
Jackson offers to help Sergeant Cooper
Mm.
back to his room.
Yeah. Thank you, Jackson.
You're very welcome.
Peggy,
Let's,
if you don't feel safe, you can stay here if you'd like. Of course, you have your own room.
If you wouldn't mind,
Sure.
I have seen a lot of things, but not this.
No problem. As you can see, I have a big enough bed for 5 people.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
Tommy,
I'll just get my sleeping nightie and then. Thank you very much.
No worries, no problem.
it's the 1920s. It's not sleeping 90s, my sleeping outfit.
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes,
I'm
of
feeling a bit scared. It's a bit... I'm sorry, roll back. What?
So
Showing your ankles, you.
eventually you all go to bed and fall asleep. And
Does Tommy let me sleep in his room?
No.
Alright. Fine. I thought we were friends.
Not that close.
Not even close.
One night.
Okay.
No, yeah, one night.
I'm quite charming.
I need you 3
Yeah, of course.
to make a luck roll.
Fuck.
I want tentacles. I mean, the. That came out wrong.
And that's those two.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be.
Under
Okay,
that.
my luck is 70. I got 53.
Okay.
Safe.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I have 60. I rolled a 63.
Oh no.
Is this where you use some. Wait, can you use luck on luck?
Yeah. No,
No,
you
it's
can't.
push.
You can't.
Oh.
You want to push?
You can't push luck rolls.
You don't know what to cut. Can you do a
Okay.
collect dice?
You two have some very unpleasant dreams.
Yeah, of course I do.
Wait. Let me just.
Why would you want to roll again?
Nah, Ashling sleeps through it. I was
Yeah.
gonna see
Yeah,
if she wakes,
she wakes up.
to like take care. She sleeps through it.
Sergeant Cooper, your dreams are bringing you right back into the trenches. And that red stone, it appears again. But as you take your hand away, you see that it's bloody. And when you look back, you see the pile of bodies that you helped build that one particular day. And then you look up and you smell the gunfire and you see the sun darkening and you see the silhouettes of guns and firearms turn into tentacles and consuming the entire sky. Peggy,
Oh no.
Yes.
your dream starts quite delightfully.
I called it.
You're at one of the annual parties in London, and you're going to a different room, and as you open the door, you're at that mountain, but there are familiar faces. You can't pinpoint which of them they are, but you know that they're familiar. You feel like you know them. And it starts all like a bit of uncomfortable, half orgy-like feeling. But then
Called
you
it.
see that there is nothing sexual about this because these writhing bodies are dead. They are zombies that writhe around, and some of them intersect with each other. Limbs sticking out where limbs should not be.
Like
And the earth starts collapsing down, and you look up to see if there's any rescue, and you see the chandelier above you turn into the sun, which is consumed by shadows that creep in and consume the entire world, and then you wake up. Good morning.
Oh
Do me next.
Aisling had an amazing sleep. She like wakes up.
You
like,
do not wake up.
What the fuck? You find out to your
You
horror
wake up
that
dead.
you can die from stupid.
You do not wake up until later.
With a hangover.
So you don't get to play for a little bit.
Fair.
The rest of you, the two of you, you may roll another d6.
It's another one.
It's lucky. And you, Evie?
That's a 4.
So that's a 2.
Okay. Yes?
Apparently Ashley is dreaming of showing Jackson her latest research papers.
I was like,
Yeah.
no papers. It's all about science and, you know, sharing
So that's what they call it these days.
So Aisling wakes up quite bright and early and feels quite
Great.
fine.
Yeah.
And then you see an absolute wreck of a person with hair everywhere and looks like she's been screaming all night.
So
Beside you.
how Aisling sees this, it's like, it's quite dark in her room, so she comes up, put on a nightgown, and like, takes like the curtains like dramatically, good morning! And the show's like, oh my god! And she's like, do you need anything? Yes, and
She's holding her
She takes
walking cane
yeah.
like, in the bed.
Just sit there and is there any phone I can like call room service?
No.
No, damn it, it's not
No.
that fancy yet.
No. There are some small bells actually. There is
Oh,
actually
she
one
will
of those.
call one of the bells. Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. I'm
Yep.
gonna get you some breakfast, some coffee. So just stay there. She shall I take the cake?
No.
No. Okay, great. Just don't hit me with it. That's all I ask.
No, it's not for hitting, it's okay.
Is there a sword in the cake? She like.
Please someone
brightens up and then
screenshot
she's-
Rick.
Like, Aisling has been in the university long enough to know when there's a sword in the cake. He's like,
Does this happen often at university?
oh yeah, with like elderly professors that were in the war and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it's not a metaphor.
It's-
Right.
We can't take him anywhere, can we?
So apparently Thomas is elderly now.
Never
Since he
been
was in the
elderly
war
for those
the
days.
last 5 years.
Like, Thomas is actually 25, he just looks 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
34.
A little time passes and someone, a young woman, knocks on the door and asks what she may help you with.
Wait, just gonna double check. She does not speak Spanish fluently.
No, she speaks broken English.
No, I was thinking Aisling could speak Spanish.
Oh,
to her,
yeah,
but
yeah.
She doesn't know it fluently enough.
No.
But yeah, she just asked for like coffee, pancakes, and maybe some fruit. Fruit tutti.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see you can speak Spanish, but I can speak Mandarin and Latin and French. So
Thomas, you hear a knock on the door. This is probably after you've gotten out of bed.
Wait.
Yeah. I walk to the door. I pull the knife out of the door. No, how did you get there? Yes.
It's Jackson. How are you feeling today?
Good day, Jackson. Horrible doesn't cover it.
Do you need a little bit of extra time to sleep? Or...
Need the strongest coffee Peru can offer.
Right. That can be arranged. How about you get some more clothes on and we pop down to the lobby and have some breakfast?
Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything you need.
Thanks.
Do you know how the ladies are doing?
No idea.
I'll knock on their door and check. The door knocks again.
Yep.
And Jackson is there with a big tray of breakfast stuffs.
No, she wishes Peggy wasn't there.
There was a young lady with some
I was
stuff for
like,
you.
Jackson
She
with
was
food? You
about to
spoil me.
knock on the door.
Peggy, get out!
Like, Ashley's like, oh, yes. Sorry, if I knew we were going to eat breakfast with us, I would have ordered for you as well.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm taking Sergeant Cooper down to have some coffee.
Oh, no worries. Just come in. Wait a second. Peggy, are you decent?
I'm fine. I'm just about to head down and sort a table.
Oh, okay. She takes it
I'm
from
wearing clothes.
that is decent. Yeah. She like takes it. Okay, I'll see you downstairs. And she closes the door and gives the letter to Peggy and like, he's so hot. He has no right to be that intelligent, that good looking.
Who?
Jackson.
Oh, yes.
It's fine. It's okay. Good to know he's not your type. There you go. Breakfast.
I don't think anyone's my type anymore.
Oh, it's okay. Pancakes can be your type, and coffee. Pancakes are always good friends.
Yes.
And fresh fruit.
Yes.
Yes. Do you need me to cut this up for you? Because I don't know if you need a knife. Like, are you safe with a knife? Do you feel safe with a knife? I'll cut the pancakes up for you as like Ashley like I'm not trusting her with a knife after a night like that. So and like cut it and like.
You're reminding me of my mom.
Oh, well, that's good that your mother was nice. She like gives you the pancakes and the coffee. Alright, okay. And she just sits there and just eats with
Yeah,
Peggy.
Peggy is silently crying while she's eating.
Aww.
Oh.
Archie wakes up. Archie wakes up to some rather persistent knocking in his head.
Oh,
Yes?
No, it's
No?
in your head.
Oh.
Persistent knocking in your head, as in one hell of a hangover.
Oh, hell yes. Has everyone seen that scene from Black Books where he went,
Yeah,
I woke
yeah.
up with a little bit of a hangover.
Yeah.
Did I join a cult?
Hopefully not.
Good time.
Yes? Oh, God, it's in my head. Oh.
And then the door knocks.
It's gonna-
Archie, you in there?
Yes.
I'm taking a wild guess here that you might not be ready for breakfast right now.
Oh. No. Oh, God, the mind is willing, but the body is weak. He opens the door, which sounds like it's not had oil for decades to him, like it's screeching, and when it finally opens from A to B, and his complete visage is available for Jackson to absorb. The man looks like he's been in one of Cooper's dreams and didn't come out the other end. Good morning, goat fellow. Being chap, breakfast, you say?
It might be a good idea to put on some pants.
Yes, I suppose Peru is that kind of place. Shame. Downstairs, yes?
Yeah, I'll sort a table out for 3. The ladies are having their breakfast in their room.
Oh, of course they are.
Then we'll meet for coffee afterwards.
Excellent behaviour. Would you mind making sure they have a lot of coffee? The locals.
We're in Peru. I think that can be arranged.
Excellent behaviour. I'm gonna... Yes.
The sweltering heat does not help, by
Oh,
the
no.
way. It
Oh.
is very humid and very hot. It's one of those days where it feels like no matter what kind of clothes you wear, you're gonna end up sweaty at the end of it.
Yeah.
Norwegian summer.
Mm.
Why? Board game?
No,
No,
worse.
That worse?
like worse.
Oh,
I'm thinking
a lot
like
worse.
you want to die.
Yeah.
You melt. You become
Yeah.
ice cream.
This is like what
Brexit.
Atlanta apparently is in summer.
Tropical islands.
Yeah.
This is
Sauna.
winter for,
Oh my
for
god,
Cooper.
I've forgotten.
Yeah. Cooper's used to it.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Has the sergeant risen yet?
Yes, he has. He's not doing too well, so I think we need to. Yeah, let him.
No.
No.
Let him take things
Yeah.
in his own pace.
No. You need to give him something to do, old boy.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm giving him breakfast to eat.
You are a god among men. That is the first
The
step.
only thing they can agree on.
And hopefully, I can make sure that you get some breakfast too. So why don't you get your trousers on, old chap, and
Have I not done that yet? Fine.
you've been standing quite still. You're having a little bit of a hangover.
No.
Do you need some powders for that?
You have them.
He's not saying no.
He actually fishes out like a little tin, and there's a tiny sachet of what would today be known as paracetamol. Because back in the day, it was powders. So you would take it in like waters and such.
Oh, I was going to snort that bad
Yeah,
boy.
I was gonna say it's like.
But that won't work as well.
You probably know that no.
You've probably done it before.
He's
Rick
probably attempted accidentally.
But yes, he does the whole plink plink fizz good.
Yes.
Fizz good plink plink. And yeah, he will appear downstairs
Yeah.
momentarily. And then I'll ask him about his intentions towards my sister.
I love that Jackson has no intention. It's just Ashling being a sin.
So, to rush things a little bit forward,
Yes.
you have breakfast. It is a exquisite breakfast. The pancakes that you have eaten are like that perfect level of fluffy, and the syrup is just like, it's not too sweet, not too sticky, just absolute perfection. So, if anything could make this day better, it would be that breakfast. And
You have a picture of it? Yeah, no, do it.
No.
Do it.
And at 2 p.m. you are due at the university. You notice that you are actually the only ones downstairs when you're having your coffee with Jackson, because it's quite late. Breakfast starts quite early, but you've been sleeping in for quite some time. So I think it's like the last round of breakfast or something. And after breakfast, you can move out in the lobby and have some more coffee there and talk. But I think we're going to skip the chit-chat and get to the part where you all travel to the university.
Road trip!
Now Peggy looks
We're
absolutely
going to
splendid.
uni.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
You've had a few hours to sort of just freshen up and maybe even have a little nap.
Can that be your thing? Like, it could be like the apocalypse was just finished, you've lost an arm, you've bled everywhere, you've got blood loss, you're missing teeth, and yet, the day
Yeah,
after, somehow, you're just back to as you were.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
Like a
sequence.
reptile, like a lizard.
One must look decent.
So ingrained.
So Aisling is actually quite familiar with the university because it was founded in 1551, making it the oldest seat of higher learning in the Americas.
Oh, wow.
So she's definitely heard of it. She's definitely read some stuff about it. And the museum was opened 2 years ago. So that's quite a recent addition to campus.
That's weird.
And that is the Museo de Arqueologia y Antropología.
Yeah, so a museum of
Museum,
archaeology
and anthropology.
Mm.
So you're quite familiar with the museum through the news. You've probably been following the opening of this museum for quite some time. And now you finally get the chance to go there.
So, even though we have like important things to do, Ashley will just like walk a bit faster than everyone else. Like when they go through, do they go through the museum? Like, is the museum like
No.
how does it?
You will be going to the. It's on campus, but you will be going to the university first.
Yeah.
Jackson has, however, noticed your keenness and reassured you that there will be time to pop by the museum.
Yeah, it's not just the museum. I want to see the library.
And the gift shop. Do they even have gift shops?
I don't think gift shops were gift shops in the 1920s. Like
Ooh.
maybe that's like a stupid thing to ask, but like
Well, they
It's inconsistent.
did, but I don't know if museums have them.
no, I don't think museums have them. We're so cultured, we don't have gift shops.
Well, capitalism is very old, so.
Oh, it's definitely.
Maybe I could come up with the idea of gift shops.
Archie starts.
You're just selling the stuff you find at the museum and sell it to people.
We've all done it in an RPG game.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
stole this from you. Do
So
you want me to
he's
sell it back?
Yeah.
Like I also
Yeah.
want to see the
Where are we?
library, and I just wanted to like get like a head start because I kind of wanted to just look at everything. I've read a lot about this, you know, because this university is like one of the first universities like a higher learning here
We
in
have
America.
the entirety of the rest of the day. Don't worry.
I know, but I just have a feeling that if I don't see it and something happens and then we have to leave because of something and then I won't be able to see it and then we leave tomorrow and then I won't ever be able to see it when we go because maybe we might die, you know. So it'd be nice.
You've
it's
got
like,
all of tomorrow as well, you know. We're not leaving until Monday.
is it Saturday? I thought it was Sunday. So we got time.
Yes.
So, who are you?
Calm your tits! He does not say that.
My tits are calm, thank you, sir.
It's the rest of me.
It's the rest of me.
Peggy, hey, just a quick query. Could you buy this place?
I could ask Daddy, yeah. But I don't want it.
Oh, goodness gracious, my ass.
So,
So,
Jackson leads you to Professor Sanchez's office. It's on the ground floor, and it's a tall, airy room with white walls and shelves full of books and artifacts. Dominating the room is a large hardwood desk piled high with papers, books, and journals. He keeps the windows open on summery days to air the room. He is. Let's see. I'm just going to find the description here. As you enter the room, you see a slim and dapper man with neatly oiled hair and a well-groomed beard. He wears glasses and is usually dressed in a suit when at the university. So he is, he's looking quite dapper.
oh no.
Was that Sanchez?
Yes,
Yeah,
No.
how does Jackson
Nemesio
Elias,
Sanchez.
how does Jackson Elias look today?
He looks
Perfect.
pretty good in his tweed and hat.
So, Peggy, could you buy that? Points at something in front.
Yes. But I don't want it.
Well, you could if you would. If you did.
As you enter, Sanchez, who's sitting behind his desk, gets up and looks somewhat surprised to see so many people, as he was only expecting Elias. And he looks quizzically at Jackson and says, Jackson, my friend, I see you've brought some friends along. Who are who are these lovely people? And Jackson goes over and says, yes, these lovely people are my fellow cohorts, you could say, in this expedition that Larkin is planning. And he allows you to introduce yourself.
Oh. I'm Professor Aisling Burnell.
Ah, Professor. What subject?
Oh, linguistics and anthropology.
Anthropology. Ah, excellent, excellent. You're in the right place.
I am.
Yes. And you, sir?
Oh, I'm Mr. Burnell.
Mr. Burnell. Family?
Siblings, sadly.
Ah, I see. I see.
She owes me a lot of money, so she's a bit sour.
And Miss? Senorita?
I'm the Honourable Miss Peggy Lynch. I'm here.
She's had a little bit of a bad night's sleep. Jackson adds, oh, I see. Coffee? Anyone?
Yes, please.
Yes. And you, sir?
Thomas Cooper, bodyguard.
Excellent. It's very nice to meet you. Yes, Jackson, we have some things that we were supposed to discuss. Are you all right with your friends being present for these things? And Jackson says that yes. Well, we're here because we all have our doubts about Mr. Larkin's intentions, and we've also found out that it would seem he's a bit of a drug fiend.
Heroin addict, specifically.
So, yeah. There's a lot of suspicious things going on, and he didn't mention at all your attempts at offering your services to him when we had dinner with him last night, which I found quite suspicious. And Mr. Sanchez looks at him and frowns, and yes, I have offered my services as an archaeologist many times, and he has not proven interested and has simply ignored or rebuffed me, which I find disconcerting. I have this strange, what you call, gut feeling? Yes, gut feeling that he intends to rob a location of great historical value to Peru and bring sorry, and bring any finds out of Peru, which of course there is no laws preventing it, but it would be a tragedy if historical artifacts and such were taken out of the country. So at this point I can see no other option than to perhaps start our own expedition, but we have limited means at the university, and
Well, you should Peggy perks up. Well, this parent charlatan thief, suspected thief, was happy enough to take my money, but I would prefer to support scholarly and honest people rather than a less nice gentleman.
that is very reassuring to hear, Miss Lynch. My assistant should be here. She's downstairs. She has found some stuff that I think can prove very useful. She's just down in the basement to collect some things. She should have been here right now.
I'm just wondering, we're in this office, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything, tidbits, artifacts, sort of on display in this office?
Yes, lots actually.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Anything resembling the maps?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
You, do you have anything in history or archaeology, anthropology?
Nope.
Teddy, you could just hold the mask up against stuff and see if there's any, like...
Yeah, who has the mask?
I think it was Jackson, wasn't
Yeah.
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 The man of the hour.
it?
Thomas is just
utterly.
walking around, looking at all the stuff.
While Sanchez is talking with Aisling for a little bit, Jackson goes over to Peggy and says, I don't know why I have just this intuition feeling that we should probably go check on this assistant.
Absolutely.
Miss Rizzo was quite young, and with the recent events, I'm not feeling comfortable with anyone who might be perceived to be involved in this on our side to be alone.
Absolutely.
Um,
Do you think it would be okay if we went after her? Just
yeah, at this point, I don't think anyone should be alone, though. So perhaps, perhaps Sergeant Cooper would accompany me, and we can stay here, and the rest of you can go and find Miss Rizzo.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes over to Sanchez, and terribly sorry to interrupt what I sure is a riveting discussion.
Oh,
but,
you would have loved it. We were actually talking about.
But we should probably go and find your assistant, Nemesio. See, she should have been here. She's being late. She's probably just found something because she's down in the storage room, and there's plenty of artifacts and papers and old things there.
Really,
So
we should go there straight away.
I'm gonna stay here with Sanchez, and how about you keep me company, Mr. Cooper? You can have another cup of coffee.
I heard coffee. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so just downstairs, just down.
Sanchez gives you very simple directions, and there's also a map like further down the hall, so it's very easy to
You are
find the
here.
storage
I
room.
am. Oh,
Okay.
she knows. He's like, ah, yes, good.
Yeah.
So, damsel in distress, or stay here and get scotch and coffee.
Not scotch, just coffee.
Don't be like that. I saw scotch. Are you being a shrewd host? Terrible. Fine. We rescue the damsel.
Priorities.
Priorities. Okay, yeah. So we go down.
It's
and,
almost directly under Sanchez's office,
Okay.
and it's accessed via a staircase and a long, dimly lit corridor.
When will lifts appear?
It's quiet.
It's good for your constitution.
And you don't see anyone else as you walk down there.
What was the name of the assistant again?
Trinidad Rizzo.
Rizzo. Trinidad.
Miss Rizzo.
And she will be like, actually, will be like, Miss Rizzo?
You see that there is a door left ajar when you come closer to what you presume to be the storeroom. And-
when she sees the door, she'll look at it. Look, it's your best friend.
And I want the three of you to roll a listen.
Is this to listen to see if the door is lying and it's actually closed?
Okay, don't have. So what is it if I don't have listen ticked?
It should say on the sheet,
Character sheet
your
has a
character sheet.
default
You
one.
might want to fill that in, the default ones,
Okay,
on a given occasion.
Yeah.
Where are we? Listen. It's funny.
59 to above mine.
So 48.
Nope. That was a 77, so I don't think.
Oh.
I think I'm singing. That's the problem. Yeah, my listen's third.
You think it's inside your head, but you're actually.
In the stomach.
Yeah.
So we don't hear anything.
No.
No.
There's no response either.
Miss Rizzo as Aisling like pushes the door.
As the door opens, now you hear it.
Oh!
or actually as you approach the door, you hear something from in there, and it does not sound like someone looking through a storage room. This sounds like someone in a fight. Someone being thrown around.
Oh, okay. So instead of like doing it quietly,
Yeah.
Ashley would be like, open the door.
Action, Peggy, go!
Peggy rushes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did the whole Samurai Jack thing. It just
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah.
She's running in. Absolutely.
sword catches on the doorframe. Bugger! I'm sorry. You're next.
What do we see? What do we see?
What you see,
Yeah.
you see the silhouette of Luis de Mendoza.
Of course.
Of course, that little
And
shit.
a young woman, can't be over 20 years old, dark hair, quite slender, is struggling as he is trying to push her over. And he's put a hand on her mouth to prevent her from screaming. And he's standing with his back to you, so you can only see his hair, but you
But we
recognise
know
the
it.
clothes.
Yeah. Peggy absolutely goes straight up to him, points the sword at the back of his neck, and say, "Let her go."
Yeah, Peggy. Yes. Come back. Come back.
Surprise round. What do you want to do?
Mendoza's form
Form.
straightens up. He throws what you can only assume is Ms. Rizzo on the floor into a cabinet where she tumbles down and she lies there. You're not sure if she's unconscious or not, but she's not moving currently.
Oh well, Aisling runs over to the girl.
Before you do
Before
that,
I do that,
Yeah, initiative.
he turns
order.
around and you see something that is most definitely not human.
Is it from Peggy's?
His face, his mouth is the lower part of his face has turned into this cylindrical like mouth, and it's wide open with what looks like rows and rows and rows of sharkish teeth. And there's this saliva dripping down from his mouth,
no.
and he looks at you and launches.
Oh!
With the sword out? Does that
With
not
the
give
sword
you-
out, if he launches,
Yeah.
it'll go straight into
Yeah.
the sword.
Then
Okay.
again,
hopefully.
combat
So-
in this, you fight at the same time.
So,
Yeah.
Archie, how do you think the
So-
girls are doing?
Archie's not there.
Archie's down there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
there.
yeah,
So-
you went there. Oh, Jackson,
Uh,
how do you think the girls are doing?
The
Oh
useless
my
people
god,
know.
that's the biggest. Blech.
I bet Archie's having all the fun right now.
All of the funsies. Now, please,
So-
pardon me, I have to check some stats and such.
We haven't had combat before.
This is the first time we're in combat.
God,
Which
Aisling
is
is so
fun.
deep, so this is gonna be
And for
great.
3 of us, it's going to be the last time.
Speak for yourself.
For 2 of us, it's going to
Daddy
be...
taught me well.
Oh yeah.
I'm outside the room, by the way. You should have rushed in. I mean, like, we're going to be leaving now.
No, I didn't get to rush in.
I feel like I'm missing something.
I have.
Well, you at least you're by the door, so it's
I'm going to run up to the girl that's right by his feet. I'm sure that'll be fine. Just sit-
Terrible weather we're having. This humidity is truthfully ruining my hair.
And then underneath.
I feel like it's my job to say, oh no, he's French. Just
Oh,
feels
more like Spanish.
God damn it. Maybe we
So-
can communicate with it.
I need your dexterity.
Do I need...
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm involved.
18.
Wait, you
Okay,
don't
yeah,
roll it, do you?
34.
Do you roll it?
No.
No.
I need your stats.
Oh, stats 60.
Miss D&D.
60, and you were
Miss
80.
No, 80.
80, yeah. 60.
Oh my god, I'm
80.
Valeth. Fine, I'm 45.
I didn't catch that.
It's
Brimful of Archie on the
You-
45.
you know there's always one character in a game or campaign who's always constantly last.
Mm-hmm.
In the last one we did with the cash pulls, it was always Valeth, the mage.
Ah.
So that's why in D&D I always do intelligence now when we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So then all of the useful utility mages get to think first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It makes for, except when you're fighting liches, and they always go first. Word of death. This game is safer, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Nothing has happened to Peggy this time.
Yes, give it time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Pegster. No?
We'll get back to that at a later date.
Hashtag Team Pegster.
It sounds too close to...
No! Oh no!
Yes,
no!
exactly.
Oh my god! Why did you ruin that for me? I feel sad. Oh well. There's like 3 other things I was going to
Yes.
say.
Okay, so Peggy,
Yes.
you get to go first.
Okay.
So, here you get to attack,
Yeah.
flee, or maneuver.
Flee.
I will attack. I have my sword at the ready.
Yeah.
Attack. So,
This is all the show. Run!
so that means you roll your skill with that weapon,
Yeah.
which would
Right.
be fencing, I assume.
No, that's French. Fencing.
Oh, let's see. Ah, no, hang on. You actually, because you're already readied, you get to do. Let's see.
Parry, limbo, thrust, twist, riposte.
Parry, thrust. Parry.
No, because you
Excellent,
made
excellent.
him aware of you, so it's not a surprise attack. Okay.
I intimidated
Do you have
him.
Did you have the rules?
Yes.
Yes, here. This is just flowchart.
Just one thing I noticed about the book is when
Yeah.
it tries too hard to make it easy, and it makes it
Yeah.
harder. So these are the funky
Thank
notes.
you.
Like, oh,
Okay, so fighting, fight.
as I understand it, it's basically an opposed test as
Yes,
opposed to I hit you, you
it
hit
is
me.
actually. Yeah. So it
Don't.
is.
Fuck it up. And if you do, it's got to get through you two before it can touch me. So
It's
Good
on
luck
levels
and
of
don't
success or
fuck it up.
failure, isn't it? So,
Yes.
dance off, Dave. Dance off. Dance off, man. What are you doing? Dance off, man.
Yeah, you're good. Swallow cold.
Oh god, I'm gonna try that in D&D at some point. Tasha said Tasha's dance off. It's making you spell.
Okay, so you roll an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
That is a percentage die,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with the it is with the skill. The attacker wins with a high level of success.
Pete's friendly. X for down.
And he uses dodge if possible. Let's see.
Okay.
What did you roll?
63, my fencing is 50.
That is actually fine because he leaps straight onto your cane, so you may roll damage.
Okay. That's 1d6 plus 0. That. So much damage. Range T. No, yeah, no. Yep.
Did you get that sword damage right? Is that correct?
Sword cane 1d6.
Might be an additional something from the strength, is there? Or
It says plus 0.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any.
alright,
No.
yeah.
I'm weak and fast, but
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Because it's to do with build and damage bonus.
Of course.
I'm the one who got all the extra damage.
Just saying, you know, you could be a real.
3.
3.
Could be a real.
So, Right on the
pain
middle.
about it and
Yes.
insist that because he's
See.
leaping on your side, your sword, technically he's putting the pressure on the blade. But I'm just saying,
And how does that work?
no idea. It's
Does
not your
that
job.
ever work trying to do that? No.
On me it does.
It is the most ancient way of killing boars.
That's true. That's why the boar bar.
Yeah.
It's
You just thrust the spear in and hope it rams itself into it.
Aragorn should have thought of that one.
So that was 3 damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tis but a scratch.
It is supposed to scratch.
Do you have a gun on you?
I do. 2.
You're going first in every
Yeah.
situation from now on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He
Actually, for
tries to grab you.
With his
So you will have to roll a dodge
Dodge.
to avoid him.
Should I make like battle music while we're doing this?
No.
Yeah. That.
I was so ready and you just said no.
That was terrible. To lower some. I got a 43 and my dodge is 40.
Yes. We can ask if someone wants to give you a reroll.
Please give her a reroll. Give the girl a reroll.
Hi.
What can you do for that reroll? What would you do if you got the reroll? What would you do? Except for rerolling, like what will you like give them a thanks? Will you give them a personalized thank you video?
See.
Give them flowers.
Actually, you can choose to fight back. I believe,
ruin it.
if I'm not
We're on to something now.
completely mistaken, because you are armed and your sword cane is currently sticking inside him.
It's inside him, so I
Yes.
can like.
So yeah, you can fight back, and that means that you roll your fencing instead. What would that make your roll? Because you rolled 40.
A 43. That would be a success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What degree of success?
It's 50 and I got 43, so not. But also.
Siggy said reroll from.
Okay, we have a potential
Do
reroll.
they have one?
Yeah. Let's see. Does Sigga have a reroll? I'm not sure if you have a cold die, Sigga. No, I can't see any cold dice from you. So it would have to be someone who has a cold dice.
Because it would be stupid to use 3. Do damage.
See, I try and learn.
But if I damage him, will he damage me if I don't dodge?
It is highest level of success wins. And I believe he...
Oh, Green Glacier calls it.
Yay!
Hey!
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't kill a girl.
Okay.
So you're gonna get fencing lessons from Yadra. Parry twist. Sharp end.
Stick him in the pointy end.
Twist.
This is my sword.
Hey!
It's from school. I don't know how it ended up there.
Nobody likes a small prick. A small prick. Is it?
Ah.
Okay, have you re-rolled?
No,
Come on.
It's still under fencing.
Yes.
Yes.
You can do this.
So you're fighting back.
Come on.
That's a 19.
Yay!
Oh, that is very good. Because he rolled a critical success, or he managed an extreme success as well. So he basically lets that sword go through him just so that he can get closer to you.
Power.
And you feel his breath on your face,
Just like
which is sickening. And then you manage to lift your sword cane up, which rips him open a bit further, and he vaults backwards and tumbles back off your cane.
Does that remind you of Grandpa?
It is Ashling's turn.
did this to
Is the first thing she does. And she's like, oh boy! And she like,
It's quite wide here, so you can get past them.
that's what I was thought. They're like, oh god! And she's gonna scurry to the girl,
Yeah.
see if she's alive. Is
Yes.
she alive? Is her pulse there?
She seems to be alive and just a little bit flabbergasted and scared.
Yeah, I would be too. So Ashley's gonna try to get her.
She grabs you, and she looks terrified,
Mhm.
but she says, "The thing there, that thing," and she points at a box, a crate that seems to have been opened, and you can see the glimmering of gold. And then it's Archie's turn.
You keep finding gold.
I'm a leprechaun.
Can I-
It's the Irish stereotype.
Do I see the pointing, or is there any way that she can do a free action to communicate this?
She's kind of half behind some shelves. You can see them talking, but you can't see and
What do I see?
what she's pointing at, because the Mendoza and Peggy are in front of them, and they're kind of moving, so it's a little bit difficult to see specifically. But you can move past them to help your sister and Miss Rizzo.
Can I just ask, by the way, are there like these filing cabinets and stuff around them?
If you're thinking of pushing them over, that's gonna be very difficult because they seem solid.
Yeah, that's
and
not going to happen.
They're really wide and deep, so that you can use them from either side. The storage room is huge.
God damn it.
Well, it's
Indiana,
storage.
Indiana Jones reference, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. Maybe not that big, but it's big.
I was gonna say.
So there's a lot of space here.
Cool. Okay,
Okay.
so it seems to me the best move is to... I'm going to take my shoe off and then smash it over the face with it.
It's
Like-
a little difficult to aim.
No, I'm not going to
But-
throw it. No, I'm going to take a shoe off, like, because it's a loafer.
Yeah.
And then basically take a running, like, double-handed... and then just smash it into the mouth.
I guess that's improvised weapon.
No shit.
Does Peggy have to do something to get away from the
Well,
shoe?
you kind of,
No,
like, lifted it up,
That's fine.
and it's above your head, so he's going to do, like, a slam dunk, kind of like...
Well, it's not the hit that's gonna get her, it's the smell.
Oh my god.
It's not the fart that's going to get... Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same.
That's a little bilingual joke.
Improvised
Oh.
weapons. 100 and 400 and...
No, lower down. There we go.
Oh my god.
Acid damage. Acid damage.
I should have set my shoe on fire.
Molotov cocktail of shoes.
Molotov shoe.
What's with the twins and arson?
Okay.
They have a
Weapons table.
Should I say that I blessed my shoes?
No. There
like
is nothing. There is
something
nothing holy about your shoes.
Well, there was a hole, but
Oh my god.
oh yeah. But seriously though, there was a hole. It was where the yeah.
Okay.
Are you doing fine
Yeah.
up there with like nice men?
Meanwhile, hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Jackson, do you ever get the
Let's
feeling that
see.
you should have been somewhere else?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I probably just my imagination.
You sure it was a
Doesn't
wise idea to
want
leave
to.
their main combatant down up here?
It doesn't want to show me the improvised
Well, at least you got
Make it up. Say a
Okay,
sword's D6, right?
Yeah.
So a shoe
I
is
would
obviously
say-
3d6.
Yes, clearly.
Plus
1d4. 4.
1d4, that's pretty generous.
Yep.
This is not going to happen again, people, because I don't think... So, first of all, I need to hit the thing, right?
Yep.
So this is going to come under, what, dexterity or strength or what?
Uh,
Actually, be brawl?
it would probably be brawl.
Oh, good. I don't even have that. That's not even a thing. Wait, where is it? Combat? Hand-to-hand combat?
You probably have a certain percentage, so check your
Arts and
original.
crafts. It's a pretty crafty move. There you go. Next time you can use your credit rating and beat it by paying Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Peggy is learning that not everything can be paid off with money.
It's under B. It's all alphabetical.
So there's fighting. Yes, under F actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's 25%.
So, roll the bones.
How did I write it lower? Jesus, man, I hate
Roll
myself.
the bones.
Alright.
You got one more damage in, better than an arm though.
Wouldn't it be funny? No, it wouldn't apparently. Can I give a reroll, people? We want this to
No,
work.
don't give it to him. He doesn't
Come on.
understand it.
I want all the rerolls to make this shoe attack work.
What did you roll?
It
I got
will
a
be a
7.
shoe-in.
Huh? Seven.
I got 7. I haven't rolled the next. You want to see what the other
Is
one
that
was?
the tens?
Yeah.
Okay, so 70 something?
73.
Yeah.
So unless I get a reroll in the next second or so, this shoe plan is
Bless you.
feel my soul.
Reroll for the shoe just because it's funny.
Thank you,
Rick.
Rick.
Rick makes stuff says.
That was
Excellent.
Team Rick effect. This is where I roll a 95.
Why do you always do this to yourself?
Are you not entertained? Oh.
What?
No!
That's
It's a
90
9!
something.
Oh.
98!
Oh! So dead.
I Rickroll. Yeah.
Oh dear me.
Can I use luck to move it down? Can I do anything? You know what? Sod it. Let's see what happens, because this is hilarious. I'm going to hit Peggy on the back of the head.
That's
No.
what I'm worried about.
You
Does it eat my shoe?
no, but he grabs you.
Just tosses you aside. I'm like,
Because you come in his range to slap this shoe in his face, and you miss, and he just grabs onto your shoulder as your arm goes down with the shoe, and he tries to bite you.
oh good. As long as it's not like that supernatural BS where they just throw you around a bit. I am the king of hell. Fling.
Please make a dodge roll,
What?
or yeah,
Can
or
I
fight back.
disguise myself as a tree? This isn't good.
Perform maneuver.
Because my dodge is just as bad as my fighting.
Yes.
My fighting is 25 and my dodge is 22.
I am never leaving you guys again.
No!
So does this guy look like he's got anything on him? Probably not.
Not currently, no.
He has Peggy's sword in him.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
He fell off it when he went back, rather you managed to pull it out.
I'm gonna fight
Oh my god.
because he's terrified, which means
So you have the fight, not the flight.
mostly because of the difference of 3%.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared. I'm stressed.
Wait. Because that was a 3. That was also a 3, which means 33. The fight is 25. Follow me so far?
Yes.
Which means I'm going to use 7 points of luck
Okay.
to get it down to the point where I actually do something.
Yeah.
I do something, people!
Take off the luck.
7 points of luck. Jesus, alright.
You get it back easily enough, you know.
He only
You
just managed his
Really?
rolls.
Yes.
So
You don't get your luck back.
You do, you
you
do.
can. You
Oh.
can. There are. I will explain this later.
Okay.
Didn't
What
make a rule.
happens is that as this
That was terrible, sorry.
this disc-shaped mouth is about to sort of like go onto you, Archie just like pushes his shoe up, and Mendoza just chomps onto his shoe.
Oh! That's Italian leather, you shit!
Definitely seen better days.
And it is Peggy's turn.
And Peggy.
Adequately ridiculous, you're welcome.
How is this game with changing weapons and how range things?
You can drop your sword cane. I'm sure there are specific rules here, but I'm kind of I'm more about letting this be a fun story. So if you want to pull out your derringer, for example,
Yes, that's
no, or your revolver,
Yes.
then you may do so and
Uh-huh.
fire once.
From somewhere, you don't know where, she pulls out a derringer and shoots it in the head.
It's like Mass Effect, just hovering.
Please
Oh, my
roll
lord.
the bones.
Roll the bones.
I need to get bone die.
Michael, that is not kinky. Wait, a little bit, yeah, okay.
For you it is.
It's a shoe fetish.
Okay, so rain. How's that?
Firearms.
Handgun, yes.
Fire's hands.
Tiny hands.
That's a 40.
And your firearms are
30.
Time for some luck. Or push it. I
You
wouldn't
can
push it.
push it.
Because if you push it and you
Push
fuck
it
up,
real good. What happens if I push it?
you guys reroll.
Ow.
If you push it, you have to give me a compelling reason for why you should be allowed to re-roll that again. For why you think that she might succeed. But if you mess it up, something really nasty might happen. The consequences are quite dire.
Wait, that might happen to me. Don't do it.
Or you can use luck.
I'm gonna be a hypocrite and use 10 points of luck.
Oh.
No to pay.
Ooh, It's corn.
Yes, so that's right on the money.
Yep.
Does that help?
Please roll damage.
What was that? That
Okay,
was,
competition.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Gonna have this scene, and then I think we're gonna have a quick break.
Tea break.
Tea break.
Tea break. That was not worth it.
What?
Oh no.
It's 1.
Could you,
Is it plus anything?
No,
No.
not that I found.
can we do a collected dice on that, or is that not full die?
No.
That wouldn't be very fair, would it?
No.
Oh.
It because Archie's kind of in the way, you have to compensate for him so that you don't hit him, and the shot kind of just grazes his head.
Oh.
It makes a loud noise though.
Yep. Aha! You can smell the gunpowder.
Gunpowder, please. Treason plot.
You may roll, you may roll a listen, but I want a hard success for you to be able to hear this.
This is not
Oh
going
my
to
God,
end well.
praying for your dice.
Thoughts and prayers!
Thoughts and prayers. Good luck.
That's a prayers.
No, that's probably close to a hard fail.
Yeah, I'm also gonna roll for Jackson. No. No. You have no idea. More coffee?
Just when she shoots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Dusty in here.
Question.
Yes.
With ammo. I hate you. Do I count down?
Yes, I would like you to try and keep tabs, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lynch you.
But I have.
That was funny.
If you mess it up.
Oh, I just took D6 insanity.
Because I had 1 ammo with it, so
Yeah.
I'm out.
You pull one bullet?
Actually, I have completely
right,
forgotten.
sorry. No, I have more.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
What have you forgotten?
You all need to roll a d6, all three of you.
For sanity because of
Yes.
what we just saw. That was a 4.
Yep,
Lamprey man.
A D6.
1d6.
I'm gonna roll a 1. Ha! Nope.
5.
That's a 3.
Yep, you lose 3.
Insanity.
Insanity.
Was that thunder? The day's
I
clear
lose
outside.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Yo.
Okay.
Um,
I really want to throw money at my problems.
The professor on, the students, they need to be careful with the artifacts.
Oh man.
it's De Mendoza's turn, and he's kind of
Spits it?
it looks. It's a twisted version of trying to spit something when you have this huge mouth full of shark-like pinches.
And
It's
chew.
more like he shakes his head and the shoe kind of falls to the floor, but it's full of this gooey substance. It kind of looks like a really nasty snot.
Ew, gross. Better you than me, though.
I'm sure that can wash off.
And he attempts to grab at you. So please roll an opposed
Fighty.
fighty thing.
This
Do you,
is how
what
I
do you
say I
want
love you,
to?
mate.
What do you want to do? Dodge, fight
I
back.
want to go back to a previous save and not do what I did. No, I'm kidding. I got a 2. Oh, bear! Come on. Seriously? No, 2 6. All right, I'm gonna use a point of luck
4.
because it was 26. And my
Okay.
fighty fight is 25.
Yeah.
Which means lookaroo, smackaroo, fighty
Yeah.
fighty.
Yes.
Less talky, more fighty fighty. Why are these numbers
Cool.
the upside down?
They're not.
I actually just took a look off my character sheet and put my journal. Oh, what have I been doing with my finger? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. And I hit him with my other shoe.
Okay.
Actually, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
No.
you can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
1d4 damage.
Cool. Is it actually doing more damage than my hands?
Yes, because it's really high quality heals.
Leather.
Studded.
Yeah.
Schmackery, schmackaroo.
This man is like Cooper is armed to the teeth. And I am beating Eldritch Horrors with size 9s. This is brilliant. 4K! That was a 1.
Yep.
Is it? Oh yeah.
You smack him in the face.
It was. Oh no! Let me check that again.
Because isn't it like on top though? Isn't it?
It
Oh,
depends on the die.
Mine's got those up now. Like this with like.
More damage in
No.
his shoes.
It is Ashling's turn.
My Christ.
Yes.
Help
I
me.
go into the box, the crate,
Yes.
the goldie
First, like,
thing.
almost from
Yes.
you.
Are you giving me another goldie thing?
Yes.
Yes.
What you pull out
It's
is
Excalibur.
this.
Sorry, no.
Huh.
Oh, I thought it was a sword.
and it is solid gold.
Heavy.
And Trinidad managed to
Cool.
say, he touched it, but it was like it hurt him.
Fuck! Wait, does she say that before I grab it?
As you grab it, she says that.
Does-
Actually, just like...
No, no.
No?
No,
like
no,
you've
no,
touched
she
it,
did,
nothing
she did.
happens. It's gold. But she points at the Mendoza and says, he touched it and it seemed to hurt him.
Oh, it seemed to hurt him.
Yes.
Okay, not like it. That's the thing that turned him.
No.
Was what I was
No,
like.
no, no.
Okay.
She
Put
would
it
be
in your
like,
pocket.
you know, I touch this every day. Nothing bad happened.
And because he's just slapped him, bitch slapped him with a shoe, Mendoza has kind of stumbled a step backwards and is right in front of you.
Can I? Is this pointy? Is there a pointy end?
It is heavy as fuck because
Okay.
it's a little bit bigger than that. It's actually more like this.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
But you can hit him with it,
I'm gonna.
or just
Baseball.
Yeah, I'm gonna baseball his ass. Like.
please roll a
Improvised
Same.
weapon.
improvised
Or would it be
weapon,
Brawl.
Whatever.
fight or fighting or brawl. I think.
What about sports?
I'm just not the. Where is that on my character sheet? Fighting brawl. Okay. So it'll be 225. Okay. Okay. No, 47. Nope.
Push. Say you're desperate.
I'm gonna push it.
You know what? Actually, roll the 10 again.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
That's a 7.
Okay, no.
Ah, shit.
However,
No, I
Yeah.
mean she said that the new roll was 7. She got 0-0.
oh,
Yeah.
So it was 7.
A
Not
7.
70, but 7.
oh,
Yeah.
See?
yeah,
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. A7.
That's a big difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
You using the weight of this huge gold piece of gold that you're holding,
Mhm.
you kind of just bring it down on top of the Mendoza's head, and one of those bits kind of get a little bit stuck in his clothes or something. You may roll
This bit got stuck.
1d10 plus 5.
Is the 1d10 plus 5?
Yeah.
So that'll be 55.
1d10, so
Just
5 plus
so
5.
5. So it's 10.
55.
Oh, sorry. I was like 55. I got
Yeah.
50.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's 5
Okay.
because it's a
You
d10.
see a bright light.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, which one is the D10
There's
again?
there's
Must
an
be measure,
inhuman roar coming out of this creature, and you get the brunt of it. You're allowed to throw 1d4, please.
I like that.
Are you sure?
What?
Please roll a
and we'll
d4.
see
No,
what
this is
happens.
definitely a good thing. Yeah, so you got 3. Does that mean I cause 3 damage?
No, you lose 3 sanity.
Oh,
Because this scream,
Meat.
this scream is like nothing you have ever heard in your life. And you are standing literally face to face with what looks like the cylindrical jaw of a shark. Right in your face. It is here. And you can see right down his throat.
oh.
Not that kind
And
of
there you see what looks like some sort of worm that kind of wiggles up. It's not even his tongue, because you can see his tongue. It's like a worm that's kind of trying to crawl out of his mouth.
Oh, God.
And you can see that
I blame you.
the skin that this gold is touching is being seared. It's like it has like some sort of acidic reaction, and it just sears through his skin and just sinks into him as it sears into him, and the scream just continues on, and then suddenly it stops, and he just falls on the floor.
Ah! 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 Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! And she just drops it. Oh my God! What was
It's
that?
still kind of stuck in him.
Yeah, exactly. It's like nah. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! And she's just like.
While she's
hyperventilates in the corner.
freaking out, Peggy walks up to him and starts stomping on it. Stay down. I do not like this.
You can roll a spot hidden.
Okay.
You spot his inner organs.
Whoa.
He was pregnant. Or
It was a big
Roll
food
before you
baby.
go on a roll.
And the way up.
I was honestly
spot
thinking-
hidden.
I thought you were going to say, and what you see down his throat is Larkin.
Larkin.
You see Larkin's head.
I have 35 and I rolled a 36.
Look!
Yes.
Look.
Yes, I'm spending a luck.
Yeah.
You see a plot.
You may also roll a d4.
Oh no, insanity.
That's a 6.
And
Yay!
D4.
D4.
Oh!
D4, not a
Because I
d6.
heard 6 and then no.
No,
Yeah.
d4.
D4.
You can do this.
4.
It's a 1.
That's a 3.
Ah.
Yep. Actually, you can round that down to 1 because it's split on 2.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
yeah.
So.
Because what you see, he's kind of fallen down to his knees and then fallen back. Actually, front. He's fallen on his front and he's lying there on his front. And you can see the wound that you caused with your sword cane. As his shirt has kind of fallen upwards. You can see that is starting to heal.
Can Can I do something?
Oh no,
The
but
gold thing is still in him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's already there.
Do you look closer at it?
Yeah, do that. That sounds good.
Please.
Look at all of
Like
this.
where it's stuck?
Yes.
You see that that's still kind of sizzling.
Uh-huh.
But it's like as it's damaging the skin, it's also healing a little bit, but it's damaging the
Okay.
skin and healing a little bit.
Peggy takes one of her gold rings and puts it in the wound. Can I do that?
Experiment.
She does have.
I will allow you to make an intelligence roll before
Okay.
you do this.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What would Daddy think?
He's not here right now.
Hey there, girl. What happened to your grandmother's ring?
That's the score, right?
That's your character's score.
I sold it for children.
That's a
something.
10? No, or
Yeah,
100.
that's a
Yeah,
10.
10.
That's a 10.
You're about to take off one of your rings, and then you have this memory of those gold artifacts being passed around that table yesterday, and de Mendoza touched both of them with no reaction.
Okay.
So you're fairly certain that actually I'm not sure if it's the gold. You think it might be that specific thing.
Can you use
Can I-
fencing?
Yes. Well, that's
No matter.
what I was gonna try and
Yeah.
see. Can I pick it up and like?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of a little stuck,
Mhm.
but because we're out of initiative now,
Mhm.
you manage to like kind of wriggle it out,
Uh,
and you see the same gloopy substance kind of dripping off
Loopy.
it, the
It's
same
just-
that was on Archie's shoe. And yeah, please roll
shoes.
a fighting.
Fighting
But you
roll?
get to
Or-
roll with advantage, which means you roll the 10 die, the 10er die twice, and pick the better.
Yeah, and the fighting is the brawl one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I have nothing in it.
Oh, it's 25.
25.
Okay, 25.
Means that everyone's got a 1 in 4 chance of actually punching something.
No.
It's a little bit heavy
Hmm.
for you, so it's simply kind of.
Can
I
Ashley
was
try?
going to say, for the sake of the argument,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if Archie comes over and assists.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah, it's on this
Peggy
one.
Yeah.
shouts to Archie.
I think just guiding you so it presses
Okay.
over his neck instead of a chopping action.
Mm.
It's just pressed over him, and then we lean into it.
Both of us. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What's your strength?
I call this maneuver the penetration. Alright, these work.
The penetration.
My strength.
Penetration! No! Oh god, no, don't go that way.
Why first pig?
What's your strength
45.
and yours?
It's actually 40. She can beat me in arm
Okay.
wrestling.
Yeah, but because it's the two of you, I will give you 50%.
Uh-huh.
So choose who rolls. And because it's a fairly. Do you help?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I help?
Yeah. You know
The
what?
power of
Roll with
3.
advantage. Roll
Okay.
with bonus die.
Let me just see what
How about
my
chance?
strength is 60.
What the fudge?
It's all the heavy books.
Okay, please make a roll, and you can roll the 10s twice.
You like just
Okay.
And
jump
pick
on
the
top of us
best.
as we're pushing
And
down.
it's
Yeah.
the fighting one. Or... No.
No,
No.
just roll
Okay.
and tell me what you get.
She gets
First one is 26.
Yeah, roll again. And...
Both of them?
No,
Oh,
just the 10.
Just the 10. That's a 64.
Yeah, but
So
26.
We picked the best one.
Yeah,
No,
that.
26, I meant...
Yeah.
26 and
Yep.
66. So 26.
Lower
No, but
is
it-
good.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You were rerolling
Oh,
the
I
10s.
hit the
Yes.
4, right. So it was
Mm.
60. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Numbers.
We
Yeah,
do the
because
thing.
with Ashling's help,
Mm-hmm.
you actually manage a hard success,
Mm-hmm.
and
Break his neck.
Yeah, you I need you all to roll a d4.
No!
I volunteer as tribute. I got a 3. I am slowly gonna
4.
1, luckily.
Because what happens is that as you're pushing down, you feel a crunch
Yes!
Oof.
as it hits the spine.
Oh,
And
God.
it goes through, and the smell is just... It is unfathomably foul. It kind of reminds you of rotted bacon being fried.
Lutefisk. You're laughing because it's right.
Yeah.
Side question. With a 4, is that a 4 or a 2?
Uh,
Or is
that is a full
That's a
D4
full, yeah.
because that's some nasty shit.
Yeah, I got a 1, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I got a 3. I think I need to lie down, but not here.
I think Peggy, I would like to get a power roll from you.
Power!
Power!
Does it count?
No, it was the wrong dice anyway.
Well, I mean,
That's a 55 and my power is 50.
is it worth taking a look?
You need to throw up.
Oh, no.
Yep. Yes.
Where do you throw?
There is an empty
no,
crate
she-
just nearby.
There's an
She has enough decorum that she goes over there and throws up, not right on the floor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we won the chat.
Aisling looks, by the way, down at you, Archie, and is like, so, should we try to look for new shoes? Do you think there could be any shoes like around here? Great keeper of lore.
I'm gonna take Mendoza's shoes.
Don't take Mendoza's shoes.
I'm gonna take that son of a bitch's shoes. What's the likelihood his shoes match my feet?
They actually do.
Fuck yes.
They're a little bit big,
I'll live.
but yeah.
Like, okay, so
And
Aisling
they're fine.
helps.
They're
Aisling
not
helps take
quality
takes off
shoes,
his
but they're shoes.
And, like, there you go.
Oh, laces.
You really do live up to your Discord nickname, Tosser of Shoes.
Yeah,
It's my what?
this is my big thing.
When was this?
You haven't seen that?
No! I thought you were kidding! No!
Join our Discord.
I'm not gonna feed her.
Okay, we're gonna take a short break.
Tea break.
So
Break.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have 10 minutes break now, so that we can make some tea and get some refills of snacks and stuff, and then we'll be back again at 2040. And yeah, so I am going to turn off the sound, and
We just do a little
Yeah.
dance.
well, I haven't turned it off yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, let me out
and-
of this box!
Oh,
Thank
no.
you, Rowan.
Oh, no.
And we will see you shortly.
The worst person.
We are going back.
Yes.
How's the kitty?
However, let's see.
One of us is insane.
It's you.
One of us is crying. Yes. Peggy is not doing well. Peggy is not doing well at all. Peggy has actually crawled up against the wall and is sitting with her hands around her knees and rocking back and forth.
Oh, we're talking that. After Ashling's helped Archie with his shoes, she kind of glances first at the girl. How's she doing?
Rizo's actually, she's brushed off her clothes. She's shaken and still a bit shaky, but she's kind of looking concerned with concerned eyes over at Peggy, and it's like, I am fine, but your friend seems to
Yeah,
be.
it's fine. Archie, can you take Mr. Rizzo up and just get someone down here? I'll take care of Peggy.
Okay.
Yeah?
If that thing moves again.
It's fine. We have the golden thingy.
Okay.
Just take her upstairs. Get Jackson and Cooper, and I'll take care of Peggy. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
But if he moves again.
It's dead again.
All right.
Slap it again with,
Okay.
With the golden thingy.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Good plan.
I'm gonna obviously approach, possibly clumsily, towards Peggy. Hey there. Hello. Oh, is there anybody home?
Archie, not Peggy. Go to Miss Rizzo.
Right.
Yes, I will join you upstairs, and can you help me? And she takes out a cardboard box that's full of papers, and a notebook, and asks you if you can carry it because she's a little bit shaky. It's not a big one. It's like a small cardboard box with a bit of stuff in.
He takes it off her.
Yeah.
Am I holding the box now?
If you don't mind.
No, am I holding it right now?
Yes.
Yeah. You wanna lead the way?
Yes. I would like to get out of here
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. She leads you upstairs. It's not been that long. It's for you. It's been maybe 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ! All this happened in 10 minutes?
Yes. Combat moves quickly. So yeah.
First thing you hear is new shoes.
And what took the most time was what you did afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably been 15 minutes by the time you two get up.
Peggy was being such a badass.
It's fine.
Yes.
She's got her best friend here.
See, all you need to do now is melt down the gold thing and turn it into your next cane.
Oh.
And I'll, in the evening, be hitting strangers with, for some reason.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So you return,
Sounds like a
and you may roll a spot hidden.
It's got new shoes. You can finally do something.
Yeah, I got my new
No,
shoes
that
on.
is the absolute critical failure. That's a 000.
You don't even notice that they come in because you're so entrenched in this really nice coffee.
Archie, what the fuck's with you, Archie?
Oh, there you are.
Ms. Rizzo, you're back. What?
Bit of dribble just coming down the side of his mouth.
You probably got a little bit of blood on you as well.
Yeah.
Smidge.
Is it mine?
What happened?
I lost my shoes.
He has shoes on now. So it was like.
Also, Miss Rizzo fell over, but then...
There is something downstairs.
Do I notice now?
Yes, you notice now. Now you're kind of noticing all of the things.
Okay, I grab Archie.
Do that.
Archie, look at me. What happened? Did something attack?
There was a thing in the basement, and it was really not quite cricket. And then
Alright. Archie, it's okay.
Peggy stabbed it.
Archie, sit down. Have a drink.
I think it might be
Jackson?
wise for us to take a little
Yeah,
trip
Jackson?
downstairs.
Lend me your jacket, please.
Yeah, sure,
Thank
of
you.
course. Yeah.
He takes the jacket and just bolts downstairs.
While
Lol.
this is happening, Ashling goes
Jacket
over to
thief.
Peggy
Mm.
and
Also,
doesn't touch her
Yeah.
because she doesn't know how she would react if she would touch.
Yeah.
She just leans in front of her and she's like, "Hey, Peggy, do you hear me? How many fingers am I holding?"
You are responsive, but your body is constantly fighting the flight mode.
Mm-hmm.
All you want to do is just crawl into a safe space and never leave right now. And you do not want to go near that thing on the floor.
So Ashley like tilts her body so she's like between the thing and Peggy,
Yeah.
so she won't see it. And she's
Yeah.
like, okay, what is a thing that you like? Is there a song you like? Is there is it a play that you've seen a lot lately that you really like? Have you read any books? What was your favorite book as a kid? Do you want to tell me about that? Do you want to tell, what did you, anything? Am I getting anything?
Can you roll a
Yes.
charm, actually?
Oh, I do have charm.
Charm or persuasion, whichever you would prefer.
Your background creation.
I believe you have some in persuasion.
Yeah, I should. Sorry. I'm just looking at the original one. I should, because we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't it there, though?
P?
Yeah, but persuade. There we go.
Not that kind of P.
It's not good, though. But we'll
Dexterity.
try.
It has gone through.
No.
No.
28, and I have a 15 in persuasion.
You don't seem to quite get through, but she still seems to calm down a little bit and is kind of just now not rocking so much, but more like seems a bit catatonic.
One of my favorite stories then. It's Aesop's Fables about the scorpion and the frog. If you've ever heard about that, and she just like starts telling her story, telling her the Aesop's Fable of the scorpion and the frog, while she's like waiting for people to come down.
Yes. I think about that time you reach the basement.
Yeah.
And that's why when the Scorpio stung the frog, the metaphor of the horse. Oh God, you're back.
So I guess the doors are quite.
Oh yeah, it's wide open. Wide
Oh,
open.
you see the monster, you see the blood.
Yeah.
I
you
need
see
you
the
to
gold.
roll a
I have a
d6.
gun pointed at that thing.
You see,
You need to
Second.
roll a d6.
You see a sword cane beside it,
Yeah.
and probably a gun
Two.
as well.
That's
Or
2
a
sanity.
gun.
Because what you see is the decapitated head of... You can only surmise that this is the body of the man that you met last night. It's the same clothes, and he looks the same size and such, but the head... The body is lying on its front. The head is facing upwards beside the body. And it does not look human. As described before, it has this cylindrical mouth with discs of teeth. And there's this waxy, gloopy substance on the floor. Beside it and kind of trickling out of its mouth. And there's a sword cane beside it.
He is gonna take the sword cane.
Mm-hmm.
Quick overview of the situation. Sees Peggy and Ashley.
Aisling, yeah.
Aisling. Yeah.
But you know, people call it Ash or Ashley.
Aisling in the corner. It's pretty obvious what happens. So he's going to take the sword cane. He's going to ram it through the head of the thing,
Oh God.
because this helps. The battle he can deal with, because at least he
Yeah.
knows that.
Yeah.
It's all the thing that reminds me of the battle afterwards. That's the problem. So he's going to ram the sword cane through its head, then walk over with the coat and sort of and drape it over Peggy.
Okay, hang on. Before you get there, I need to check something because
You now have a
let's
trophy.
see. Before you you pick up the cane, but as you approach the head, I need you to make a spot hidden.
No.
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 So wink at him. I mean,
How do you intend to do this? Do you intend to hold it by the hair or something?
No. I mean, I've gun in one hand, pick up the sword cane and just stab.
Okay, yeah. When you do that, something crawls out of the mouth.
Cover ears.
Huh?
Cover ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Ashling's gonna cover Peggy's ears
Yeah.
because she's
Fine,
like,
cover ears.
Good idea. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. Just a sec.
you do the whole thing, you press the pistol's barrel deep into it and then pull the trigger.
If I had been there in the fight, I know exactly what he was going to do, but yeah. I don't know about the thing yet.
It's illegal. It's here to eat your cookies.
I just need to read up on this because I did not expect this to happen. So please give me a moment.
That sounds familiar. Let me just check this up for a second, because never in my entire life, ever, have I ever encountered this situation before. Every
here we
single
go.
time. And here I am hitting things with shoes. Revenge! Revenge! For Wendy!
Oh my god. Best weapons. Shoot.
I mean, the future is obviously so.
I need to roll a luck.
Shoot
A
company.
luck.
Yeah.
Can you, for once,
Just fuse.
just for once? No!
No.
You!
Was that 100?
No, it wasn't.
That was 000, right?
No, it's 90.
90.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it might as well have been 000. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, at least you don't shoot yourself in the foot.
I was just gonna say.
No, you don't. But you shoot this thing. It's like lava at the with of the shape, the size of a fist. So it's like
Yeah.
this big. And as you do, it kind of explodes in this same fluid that you're seeing around on the floor. Only this seems a little more gloopy and firm. And a drop lands on your hand.
Oh.
And it burns like hell. It's like acid.
Oh no.
And I need you to take 1 hit point of
Yeah.
damage.
Used to that.
Used to acid from a cosmic terror.
Used to acid.
Yeah.
Mustard gas and that other
Which
Nice.
means that you probably
when you
know
mix
how
them.
to deal with it.
Yeah.
Erin does not necessarily know how to deal with it other than milk, perhaps. I believe.
I have no. I
Take the
think.
shoe off.
No, it's on his hand.
Oh.
I mean, basically, on anything I can shrug
Wipe
it
off.
off and
Yeah.
neutralizes it.
Yeah.
So
Making
any-
sure you work within your
I don't know.
Don't you
luckily
have
enough,
some
none of
first
us
aid?
have done
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You can roll a first aid, please.
I mean, baking soda
Thank you. Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that works.
You managed to successfully neutralize it, so that you won't take any further damage.
Also, the first aid says here heals 1 HP.
Good point.
Excellent. So, yeah.
Are you sure? Or maybe I'm mixing it up.
Chop your hand off.
It might leave a scar, but not like
Like
you're
it's
caring
not-
much about that. You also lose 1 point of sanity because this is some otherworldly shit.
Yeah.
It should not be.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then you get to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at
Quite
this
right.
point,
Yes.
I run over to
Baking soda,
to
go on.
Aisling and Peggy.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than I think.
I drape the coat, Jackson's coat, over her, especially over her head.
Just a second.
Cool.
I need to.
Oh. Yep.
Ban.
Banhammer! To the nth dimension with you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Charlie's dragon knows precisely what's going to happen.
You get a sexy scar, and you add it to your Tinder profile. Feeling cute, Tophead.
This is an acid scar for when I shot an already dead monster.
A woman killed for you.
Technically, it was the
Just need to block.
child that crawled out of its mouth.
Block.
Lava, right?
Yeah.
He's a
The
baby.
larva was still alive, so
Yeah, you.
As long as it does now again.
Comes out carrying an
Totally
HL
sorry about that.
15.
Just a little attack.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are shielded from the sight of the thing, and that actually helps a lot. And I think I'm gonna say that you managed to just pick her up and
Pick
carry
her
her up without.
yeah.
Her seeing
And
that.
when we're up, I hand her my flask.
Yes.
You're not going to make a roll for it?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to.
I-
Because
He big.
this
big
this
man.
is what he
Okay,
does.
so if you're impressed by her 60 in strength, I get 80 in strength.
Yeah.
Thomas is buff.
I love that I have 60 in strength.
Always use water against acid damage on skin.
Not always.
It can.
It depends if
make
it's
it
like
work.
Cthulhu Mythos.
For example, the problem with the gases used during World War I was that when they mixed with water, they became
Yeah.
liquid acid.
It's caustic.
Yeah.
So
So,
anyway,
Yes.
you manage to collect all your stuff, and you return upstairs. In the meantime, Jackson has kind of tried to calm down Archie, and Trinidad has been talking to Sanchez and explaining what she experienced downstairs, and Jackson has been sitting there listening in kind of in disbelief. And before you return, he says that I gotta go downstairs and have a look at this because this is too wild. So he actually passes you as you come in the door and says, I'll be right back. I need to see this.
Hold on a second, Jackson. Do you carry anything?
Well, since you ask.
Sorry.
Good.
And he goes downstairs, leaving you with Trinidad and Professor Sanchez. Trinidad has distracted herself after explaining the situation with some papers. And when you return, she sees Peggy and looks at the two of you. Is she going to be alright?
She will.
Okay.
she has a big, strong man, you know.
And she's also holding her
Yeah, he's
derringer.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh.
No, a revolver.
oh.
Yeah. Touching my revolver. Hush, little baby.
I never really got the chance to say thank you. I think you saved my life down there.
Well, you kind of saved ours as well. If you hadn't pointed out the box.
Yes, yes, the box, the word, the golden word. We need to fetch it.
We do? Isn't it? Oh, we just use that to decapitate him.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Weren't you holding it last?
Yeah, well, I thought we just left it in him.
No, it's downstairs.
Yeah, it's downstairs. I thought we just left it like, you know.
It's just you mentioned.
I think we should wait until Jackson returns, though. He might have the same idea.
Yeah.
This did not turn out the way I thought it would.
No, nothing I think will ever turn out this way. As we think, this was out of anyone's mind of this could happen, if that makes sense. Very well articulated. This was insane.
I am never
Did
leaving
you-
you guys again.
Did you know what he was? Or who he was? Or
A teethed
Kari City.
monster cryptid?
Kari City.
Karisiri, yes, there are local legends, but surely...
Oh. Like vampires?
I mean, we didn't exactly. Hey, old chap, could you tell us what you are? Thanks very much.
Yeah, no, we didn't. And
But
I thought vampires were more like.
No, Karisiri are not exactly vampires. Karisiri means to what do you say? Feed upon the fat.
Do you want to say it in Spanish, and I can try to, because I have linguistics, so I can try to.
No,
keep struggling.
it's fine. They suck the fat out of the body. It is what nourishes them.
Fat.
The
What,
fat,
like
yes,
blood.
not blood. The fat.
Oh wow. Okay.
And legends say that the victims are usually found look like mummy, with sunken in because all their body fat has been stolen from them.
So something like how Larkin would have looked. Was Larkin quite sunken in?
He was quite sunken in and thin.
And
Maybe.
can I make a roll for that?
You don't need to make a roll for that, but you make those observations.
Can I make that assumption? I will make
Yes,
the
you may make that assumption.
what's a roll to make an assumption?
liposuction vamps. Yes.
So you think that this Karisiri might have been feeding off Larkin,
Could be, definitely.
but he was his aide. Did you not say?
Yes, but you know.
That is
maybe-
what Jackson said.
No, Jackson said that, but Mendoza, he said that he was taking
Mendoza. I'm sorry. I think you need to see this.
Oh.
And she
Oh dear.
she takes out this.
Oh, no, I hold it.
We have
What do we
a
have?
handout.
Oh, that's a lot of text.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, it smells like vinegar. Why does it smell like vinegar? Or edic? Like Spanish, written by. Okay. So I have to. Do I need to read this out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys, sit on tight. It's a good night story. Okay, so Spanish, written by Gaspar Figueroa.
Figueroa.
I failed. I took Spanish for 5 years and I failed it. 1543 on vellum. Figueroa, Spaniard who had travelled to Peru, to Francisco Pizarro. According to the text, Figueroa set out to seek his own fortune following Pizarro's assassination in 1541. He was accompanied by Hernando Ruiz, Diego Garrido, Luis de Mendoza, and Pedro de Velasco, fellow conquistadors who had served with Pizarro. They travelled into the southern highlands of the Andes looking for treasure, hoping to make their fortunes before heading back to Spain and retiring in luxury. I'd be alive, to be honest, I can see that. Hearing rumours of an ancient temple filled with gold, the men set off into men set off to the mountains southwest of Lake Titicaca. There they found a pyramid surrounded by a maze-like structure of the underground tunnels. The walls of the tunnels were inlaid with intricate gold carvings. The men pried out a large section of the gold, exhausting themselves in the attempt. That night, as they rested, an evil sickness befell Figueroa's companions. In the morning light, they looked gaunt and deathlike. Complaining of agonizing hunger, they pursued Figueroa de Mendoza, caught up with him, and started to devour him like a human leech. Figueroa shot his friend in the head and fled, pausing only to snatch up as much of the gold as he could carry. Figueroa eventually arrived back in Lima, hoping to get the passage home, but he was too weakened by his ordeal. Figueroa describes himself as wasted, little more than a walking corpse. God damn. There we go. I read final confessions as Figueroa's attempt to lift the guilt as his avarice had placed upon him. He believed that his faith and that his companions was brought about by their desecration of a holy place, and his most fervent wish was that he could undo the damage he had inflicted. He describes how he can still hear his friends' voices crying out with inhumane hunger, and how in the dark of the night, he could hear another voice, ancient and seductive, promising him eternal life if he returns to the temple. The voice told Figueroa how to contact it, but it seems Figueroa was too afraid to ever attempt this. A post-transcript written by the priest who performed the last rite state that Figueroa died a day after completing his final confessions. His last words were an entreaty, and to whatever gods were listening to forgive him for his blasphemies. So Mendoza didn't actually die?
For the record, when Rizzo started talking about the Golden Ward still being downstairs, Professor Sanchez went down following Elias Jackson.
Cool.
So he's not present. Also, so that I, as a keeper, don't have to play 3
Yo, that's
NPCs
so fair.
at
That's
once.
so fair. I get you. I see you.
As you can see, Luis de Mendoza is mentioned in the scripture. Is it not a little bit odd that this man that you are talking about, de Mendoza, is the very same name?
I mean,
What was his first name?
I mean,
Lewis.
Lewis.
I am not one for superstition, but sometimes one must look at the most obvious explanation, and perhaps one needs to take a leap of faith.
Well,
I know my professor will not agree, but
how common is the name Luis Mendoza?
how common is it that a man develops a mouth like him?
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you got me that. Yep.
Terribly, could we not talk about the mouth? Just, let's not talk about any mouths, in fact. Let's reduce conversations
Yes,
about mouths.
I'm terribly sorry.
Thank you.
You see, the Golden Ward, we have long assumed that this may be connected to the seal that they speak about in the letter, or this the things that they took from the temple. And seeing this creature react to it like this would explain. it would strengthen the theory that there is something there that is supposed to be kept, and perhaps because if you look at this word, you will see that it seems to have been broken off. It is not a whole piece, and perhaps I don't know. Perhaps it is the key to defeat these creature-like things. I know that Mr. Elias has been talking a lot about death cults, and he suspects that both Larkin and de Mendoza were involved. And he said that this pyramid, he suspects that this might be their base of operation. And perhaps this word was key, and this is why they were seeking it.
Oh man.
At this point, the two others return. Elias's complexion is somewhat ashen when he returns, and he seems very somber. And Mr. Sanchez is pale. He's a man who's naturally quite tanned.
Yeah.
But he looks pale and waxy skinned after the sweating.
Is there any alcohol nearby in this room?
Everyone looks at Archie.
So, well, obviously, someone else was busy.
I have never seen anything quite like this.
Tommy,
Try fighting it.
Sergeant,
Hmm?
what about the professor, the Larkin fellow? He's back at the hotel. And if this is correct, then he doesn't... Is he one of them, or is he a victim?
Only one way to find out,
I
really.
don't remember much of how Larkin looked. I had a little flashback.
Oh,
when
yes,
I
quite.
saw him.
You remember how he looked, right?
Absolutely. He looked
Yeah.
like he was going through a rather deep dance with the dragon.
Yeah.
Deep Dance with the Dragon?
Sorry, it's
He had some drugs.
very well. He takes out the
Oh.
needle and puts it on the table.
Oh shit! It's the needle that was
Mm.
actually there. Fuck, it's true. Sorry. I got really excited.
Now, here's the thing. If he smelled that bad, and he did smell pretty foul, because he was...
smelled bad.
Oh, like rotten flesh.
Gangrenous.
If he smelled that bad, and he was taking the opiates, or whatever it was, in this thing to try and ease the pain, or maybe... I don't know, are we looking at another one of those, or a victim of them? Being fed on?
Well, you remember the smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's a
Yeah.
smell we don't.
From
easily
downstairs as well.
forget. Is that the same smell?
I don't...
Keeper, is that the same smell?
Now that we think about it.
Do I need to roll for it?
No, you do not need to roll there. It was not quite the same, but it was certainly on the same scale of unpleasant and in sort of the same branch.
Like they're the same family, but not quite.
Yeah, not quite the same.
Estranged cousins.
Yes. Somewhat a strange.
Do you have a chemicals department? I don't know the lingo, I'm sorry. Just liquid look thing.
Oh my god.
Not really, but I am sure I can. I have some contacts. There are pharmacists who can probably help. Should we burn it?
Burn the corpse. Most definitely we should burn
research.
it. Can I now make my Molotov cocktail?
Oh my god.
I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling very, very comfortable with this thing
Okay,
lying in the
let's
basement.
take everything that's precious downstairs in the basement. Like take that out, and then we'll burn the thing in there.
No, we cannot. There are artifacts and valuable papers and
But that's why
and
we
fines.
take that out.
We cannot. There are procedures. We have to sign everything out, and it would take too long.
So,
we need to
we have
move
to-
it, I think.
Oh my god, okay. Do we have, she looks around, are there any, like, big curtains?
Oh my god, what a pro. We got ourselves a pro criminal over here. She's already thinking of ways to get rid of the body.
I don't know if this is Ashling or me, to be honest. Like, are there any big curtains in the
I
room?
knew
they
there
are
was
from
something
the same
suspicious.
family.
Wait, what?
Miss Burnell, if you could come along with me, I may know of a few places where we could get some equipment.
Cool, because we need to wrap it around something. We can't just carry.
That is a very good idea. I did not think of that.
That's why I thought about the curtains.
Oh no.
So if we have a big curtain or a big cloth, we have to wrap it around so we don't carry this and get the group acid thing on us.
She says that. Oh, there. Yes, I know the place. And she grabs your hand and pulls you after.
Adventure! And I tell her, like, the blood is acid, and that's why we have to have while we're like.
Yeah.
Like,
So you go off for a little bit. The rest of you, Sanchez has been listening to this and trying to process it. And
There, but,
Still holding the box.
You're okay. I'm going with them. I don't trust it.
no, it's all right. She's going to. I know where she's going. She's going to the caretaker's office.
Yep.
She's a lovely lady. She will be present. It is just across the grounds. It is in public. I do not think it should be a matter. I think should we involve the police with this, or I don't know.
You
Me,
saw
as a
the
player.
thing.
no.
He kind of slumps down into his office chair and just shakes his head, and he opens a drawer and he takes out quite a big bottle of alcohol
Oh, that's where it was hidden.
and a few glasses. I think we need these now. And he closes it and pours everyone a little drink. Anyone who wants it.
Question.
Yes.
Rules question. So if with that out now visible towards Peggy, if we tried to get her out of her fugue state, would that give us advantage?
No.
She's already sipping on.
Yeah.
On my
No,
flies.
she's not sipping. She's just smelling.
Yes.
Oh.
So Victorian. I'm gonna gain so much weight from this, but.
She's gonna need some. She's gonna need some rest, some quiet. Simply safe to rest.
As Trinidad mentioned, this ward, and he's brought it up. He seems to have managed to wipe off most of the stuff that was on it, probably on de Mendoza. And he puts it on the desk.
Classic.
This golden ward, we believe it was stolen from the pyramid by the conquistadors.
Your assistant told us the story. Is it the gold or the? I point at the weird scripture or the.
I would
Weird
assume it
scripture
is the inscription. Gold itself should not have. I mean, it is gold. But the inscriptions are indications of wording, of ritualistic symbols. And
It's a curse. Of sorts. Like a.
not necessarily a curse, but we believe that this might be something that warded the place, that kept something from cursing the outside.
Like barbed wire. Right?
Yes, perhaps, yes. See.
What language is it?
Oh, blast.
The link, the one person I would know.
Yes.
It's off buying curtains.
Did I pay attention in class? Let me see. Nope.
I have a PhD in linguistics, that's the thing.
Well, I've got a swimming certificate in something, whatever. Okay.
I'm just gonna pop to the loo while you guys figure this out. While
You're gonna do a TikTok on the toilet?
No!
That sounds actually rhymes. TikTok on the toilet?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, now I think you should. I mean, that rhymes really well.
See. No, we
Back.
do not recognize any of these shapes. It is not. It is not part of anything known. Jackson seems to sort of suddenly like jolt up. Oh yeah. There's also this, and he pulls out the mask. And the professor looks at it. This is. Oh, don't look at the back. No, look at the back. What is this? Well, apparently,
You get
it
high.
may have some hallucinogenic effects. Strange. He looks at the front and is like, this is very classic Tiwanaku design.
Bless you.
Tiwanaku. It is border to Bolivia. It is a find. Excuse me.
Ask questions.
Oh, it's not here. It's in the other book.
The other book.
It's in the other book. There are so many books.
So I think, Tommy, we should first of all make sure that the Larkin fellow is okay. So the situation is there. Prepare for the worst. Perhaps take the clover stick with us. You were obviously going to be the bearer of that. Peggy, darling. Oh dear. Yes, we need to make sure that she's safe as well. What should we do first? Do the military man.
Yeah, right now I think this office is actually the safest place she can be.
And she's touching her arm.
Is she pushing it like that, or?
No.
I'm just checking. These are
More like.
Yeah.
I
just
will
to the
put my
side.
finger on the trigger if you come closer. Oh, there we go. We have Roro, who is wonderful. Let's see, the Peruvian Civil Guard formed in 1924.
Or
Interesting.
1921. Ballmaster extraordinaire.
Interesting. Yes.
Oh my god,
Oh.
that smell.
No police, no fire department, and no museum gift shops.
No.
I want out. I want to go. Quit the tutorial.
Yeah,
Next
he
bit.
he explains.
Peggy's not drunk.
No.
Yeah.
He pinpoints it at history. I can't remember as keep it right now, but he says that it bears a lot of resemblance to funeral masks as well. But it has certain elements that puts it apart from the classic funeral mask. Yes. Funeral masks are usually embellished with an indication of tears from the eyes, and if it is not a funeral mask, it is usually lacking the tears but have eyes that can be seen through when the wearer wears it. So there are some inconsistencies here. I have not seen a mask like this, quite like this, and it is fascinating. Where did you find this?
You want to feel this one, Tommy?
I believe that Miss Burnell found it in Mr. Larkin's room.
Right, yeah.
It's perfectly legal.
We're gonna leave this group there and go to
Shopping. Sorry.
Yes.
No.
So Trinidad takes you outside and towards the museum, actually.
It's so confusing. It's true, that's a place.
And instead of going to the main entrance, she goes to a side door and knocks before opening the door. You enter a small, quite cozy room. It has one window, so it's a little bit dimly lit there. It has some electrical light, but it's not. This isn't where they spent their resources.
No.
But it's a cozy little room. It looks kind of like what you would think of as a break room, but it has a little couch and.
I love it already. I want to move in.
There's another door, and on a chair by a table by the couch sits a woman in probably her 50s. She has chalk white curly hair, is not very tall, quite round, and has this like very pleasant kind of grandmotherly look to her.
Wow, it's 50.
Yeah. But she also looks a lot younger, but she has this like cozy young grandmother type of
Molly Weasley vibes.
yeah, kind of, and turns around and says, "Ah, Trinidad, ¿cómo está?"
I love it.
And Trinidad says, yes, Miranda, this is Miss Burnell. She's visiting Sanchez. We need some equipment and a little bit of help transporting it. Just across to the other side, to the university. And she's like, yes, of course. Her English is very broken. Sí. And she goes over to the door and pulls out a big key and unlocks it and opens it. And there's a huge storage room here. Very different from the one downstairs. This is the kind of storage room that has all sorts of things. It has everything from things that would be used in exhibitions, but aren't currently, to what's it called? Trillebår?
Yeah, a wheelie thingy.
Wheelie bin.
Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow, that's the one.
Oh,
Wheelbarrow.
Says,
Yeah, it has a wheelbarrow. It has lots of like just practical tools and all sorts. And we need to have access to the cellar. There are some things that need burning. So we need to access to the oven. Would that be possible?
It's a Sweeney Todd shit.
And
How big is
Miranda just says, "That is odd." And she says something in Spanish, and it's like,
do I understand it?
She's like, "This is unusual. I haven't heard anything about this." It's like, "Oh no, it's okay. It came in last minute. But you don't need to sort it. We can sort it, but we need some help with the equipment."
Yeah.
So she basically says, "It seems that Trinidad has a lot of goodwill with this woman."
Yeah.
And you are equipped with not a wheelbarrow, but one of those big trolleys that are like kind of flat. You can put big crates on. And an axe, because Trinidad says there's some old roots and trees that need burning.
So, and can we also have a rope? Really
and there's
big
some
fat,
old
thick fabric.
there's some curtains, not curtains, there's some fabric there that seems to have been used to wrap artifacts and items and such in as they were transported, and a few crates.
Mhm.
So you stack all this on top, and she helps you across.
Can we get gloves as well, please?
Yes, she gives you gardening gloves.
Okay, good. Hey, it's acid. I'm not going to be burning my hand.
We're gonna need 5 plastic bags and action
I was
gloves,
like
some
listing
acid.
like what I was talking about again, but I'm listing the
Yeah.
things that we need.
You get what you need, pretty much. You
Tonight's
get
night.
what you need.
How big is the oven?
You ask Trinidad.
Yeah.
We may have to chop.
And I'm like, wouldn't it be better if we made a bonfire?
That would be very noticeable.
Oh my.
I know.
At
but
campus, everyone would see it.
I know, but I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe. But I was like, maybe there's like a night bonfire. People wouldn't even see if we had like loads of stacks of wood and we put it like in the middle, and then we put woods like around it, and then, you know, it wouldn't be less.
That's
as
it. No, I'm
noticeable.
out. Sorry. No, that's it. No. Guy Fawkes bullshit.
hide in plain sight kind of situation.
God.
I mean, I'm just, you know, chopping would be fine as well. I'm just afraid of the acid.
You've been given some.
Called the burn now for nothing.
The Burnell was the original cause of the Great London Fire.
Actually, featured the upstanding one, but they cut from the same material. That is. Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I think.
But when you say like bonfire, like occasion, I don't think that anyone would be very happy with Easter celebration starting early.
You're very right.
Because Easter is in fact on the 24th
Yeah.
of March.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
that,
Like
yeah.
either like yeah, bonfire. Okay.
So it's later that week.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's true. We have got a lot of religious people here. Yeah.
Yes.
Religion. That's the thing. Ashley is incredibly atheist. So it's like, okay, cool. We'll go down to the planet, chop it like, you know what? Let's
So the two of these young women come in the door with this huge trolley thing.
Wait, do we go back? We don't go straight down?
No, you have to go past the office to get to the storage room.
Ashley's just gonna wave as they walk
It's
past.
like,
We got under control.
Perhaps we could have help of from Mr. Was it Cooper?
Cooper, yeah.
Sergeant.
Sergeant Cooper. Perhaps you could help a little bit with
Yeah.
carrying and such.
Sure, yeah.
Ashley looks at Archie and
Not there.
like not those. Yeah, just Cooper.
Oh wait, you back?
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
past
Oh right.
with all of the stuff. Yeah.
I
Archie's gone.
point to the rest of them. And, yeah, you guys know. You guys deal with this mumbo jumbo shit. I will help. Getting rid of a body.
I'm
Wouldn't be
okay.
the first time.
I'm sure it is. I'm fine here. I mean,
We're all stronger than you, Archie. Don't you worry. Bye.
Yes.
Healy's out.
that's
For the
reason.
sake of expedience.
No, make her chop it.
Montage. Oh my god, it's an 80s montage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Make her roll insanity every time she hits it with an axe.
What?
It's not your first rodeo.
See now, this is the feeling I'm getting. Now we know why she's not in England anymore. One of the professors there did
Gave
something
him a
wrong.
bad grades.
Oh my god.
Yes. Was it anything serious? Really?
Funny, yeah.
Okay.
Trinidad equips Sergeant Cooper with one of those work suits that what are they called? Overalls.
Yeah.
Because it's clear that this woman you visited is in charge of all the groundkeeping and gardeners and all sorts. So there were some work clothes there, and you see her attempt to try to use an axe on this, and you're kind of like, oh no, okay, no, please just let me do this. Let me handle the weapons, please. And because this is something that you can deal with. This is physical, brutal work.
Yep.
It is a lot easier for you to deal with. You're wearing gloves now, and you know what you're facing. It is unpleasant business,
Well,
but
it wouldn't be the first time.
it wouldn't be the first time, and this is a monstrosity and not your friends.
Oh, that's.
While I'm doing a little.
Sorry, Fred.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do this. We used to do this with the Germans. I mean, this is okay.
God.
Actually, it would be the Turks, wouldn't it? Mainly.
But after the Turks.
After the Turks,
for
yes.
Dun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were at the
yeah.
Dun.
Yeah,
Oh.
the French Foreign Legion were stationed in the Dun.
You could make it a bit easier for him by
Oh my God,
speaking
Yeah.
German.
places.
And you probably have a bit
Oh
of a
my-
bandana
I
in
don't
front
know.
of your face so
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't smell
The
the...
hat is-
Nine,
the hat is
Sergeant
back in the
Cooper.
office.
Nine.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Basically, you spend about an hour sorting this,
Shopping and packing it in a nice
packing
little
it,
bow.
transporting it to this
I'm gonna say one of
oven. It's actually quite a big furnace thing. They use it to burn weeds and old trees on the premise. It's basically just like an oven where you get to burn big stuff that you need to get rid of. And there's been a lot of equipment and such that had to been disposed of with regards to the building of the museum 2 years prior. So it's a kind of it's not used that often now, but it's there.
It's that.
So
Is it the
about
Yeah, we're just just distracted by the name because it looks
Yeah.
like it says Con. Is it? It is Cooper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is Cooper labeled as Connor?
oh
Yeah. It's
that
Thomas
is
Connor.
simply wrong.
Yeah.
Simply wrong.
Well, the N's look like P's. So
Yes, it
And
is supposed to
Cooper.
be Cooper. Thank you very much.
Connor,
I will
Thomas
fix
Cooper.
this. I will fix this for next time.
Yes. Okay. No
Should be O'Connell.
Who would write that? That's
What?
terrible.
Oh,
but yeah.
Yes,
Trixie.
maybe he's used false
Yeah.
names. You
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
Maybe he's not a man.
So
Oh my.
yes.
In the hour,
Yes.
what I'm going to try and do is to get Peggy out of it.
By the time you get back,
Montage.
Peggy, you feel like you've just been dragged through hell and back, and gotten the worst hangover and drunken anxiety that you've ever experienced in your entire life. And your nerves are kind of like this close to the surface, but you can function to a level of kind of dealing with the world.
Peggy gives Archie her gun.
Oh, okay.
Oh damn.
Right. Safety on.
No safety.
There's
on
no
this.
safety on
There's
revolver.
no safety.
Not on those.
Oh heavens!
Just
I'm just going to put it over here. Is this real gold?
don't let me hold it.
Seriously though, is the handle made of diamonds?
It was my 18th birthday present from my dad. Father.
So yes. I mean, I'm just going to put it there. Anyway, okay. Are you feeling more like yourself then, Molly?
No.
Right. So.
I haven't had this feeling before. I'm
How's-
not confident.
But
Oh my god.
but you did it. Don't misunderstand me. Confidence, I understand, but honey, you survived. He turns around to make sure no one's looking.
Yeah, I was gonna
Peggy
say.
actually starts laughing.
He literally checks the room to see if anyone's there and comes in close. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I managed some amazing feats of miracles.
You didn't
Feet?
hit me with your shoe.
I didn't mean to.
No, but you didn't.
I didn't. But by all accounts, I should never have been in there.
She pats his cheek, just.
He's one of those, like, pats him on the cheek. He doesn't react to it. He's like,
Amazing feats for shoes. Of shoes.
and look at you. You charged in there without a moment's thought to yourself with your sword. How can you feel bad?
Oh my god.
And now let's be honest, you have enough money to make sure next time this happens, you're going to have one of them
Yeah.
automatic rifles or something.
She takes her head like this. Trust me, I'm gonna buy every weapon I can find.
Can you buy me?
Every bullet. And I'll get you the best pair of shoes you've ever seen.
He hasn't been this kind to Aisling or anyone.
Just promise me one
It's
thing.
because Aisling doesn't have money.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that's fair. Just promise me one thing. Don't tell my sister that we had this conversation.
You don't want her to know that you have a heart?
Hell no! She will use it to destroy me.
Oh my god.
She seems so nice.
Haven't you been paying attention?
She lets me sleep in her bed. And then she gives me food like mommy does.
She's down there chopping up a dead corpse.
I know.
With a smile. With a fucking smile. Oh, can I have a go?
Yeah, like cut to like.
No, Aisling. Use the shoulders. Put the weight from the shoulders. That's more like it. Yeah.
I've never felt more liberated in my entire life. Take that, Professor! And then she like names all the professors to give her a bad grade. Is this what therapy feels like?
I mean,
No.
it's what I've been doing.
Oh no.
That's why I went to walk. It's Mr. Meeseeks. Put your back into it, Gary.
Actually, while he is chopping, you get the chance to check out some more of the storage room.
Oh my god. Give me
And
the
I'm not going to give you anything specific,
Okay.
but what I am going to say is that remind me of anthropology once we've finished this
Okay.
session.
Anthropology.
So after a while you return, and Peggy seems to be in a much better shape. Though not quite herself yet, but
Wait, so it all return after burning everything.
Yes.
So I was gonna say Peggy. Aisling, usually has her like hair really like neatly like in a bun.
I know.
It is everywhere. There is like, because she's also been going through the, like straws in her hair, and like her like shirt is like crooked, but she's like tired
Beaming.
but beaming.
Glowing.
She's like,
I don't know about you,
Shut
but I
eyes.
could very much use something relaxing. Do you want to go and look at the museum?
oh my god, I want nothing more.
Jackson looks over at the rest of you and says, "How about we take a lunch? I know."
Ashley looks at Jackson. I am definitely not hungry after what I've done.
While you go in the museum, the rest of us can have some lunch and some fresh air. I know a lovely little cafe not far from here, and
That would be swell.
Sod it. We can plan out how we're going to destroy anything that looks like that ever again.
and I think with that we're gonna end the session.
Oh my gosh.
So, whew.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Tommy. Oh God.
So,
No, go
Okay.
away.
I think we're gonna wrap up the stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Because the rest we can do once we're not streaming. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Okay, that's
The
quite right, family.
official episode. one.
Yes.
Woo!
Which had a lot more action
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
fun.
than the last one.
Bollocks.
I think the door was quite exciting last
Yes,
time. Yeah.
Not to mention the creaky
I
floorboards.
saw something once that I'm never looking for shit again.
For the record, though, that is the last time we'll be messing around with the shoes thing.
Yeah,
Ah, I
right.
don't
You're the
believe
one
you.
that keeps bringing it back.
I needed to bring revenge.
Revenge on the shoe.
Exactly.
Stinky shoe
You're
was a
s-
personal
you're-
favourite. I'm also going to say that we have reached our first follower goal of 50. We have 50 followers.
And thus begins the cult. I've spoken.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Thank you.
Hey.
It will be worth your while. Ooh, that came out as creepy.
So we're gonna wrap it up here, and
Like the body.
like the body, wrap it up
Wrap
like
it
a
up,
dead
throw-
body.
throw-
I
in the
love that
furnace.
a little bit of me came through there. I was like, I know exactly what we have to do, guys. I have family in the mafia, but I'm not saying anything more.
While carrying body parts to the furnace, I imagine Tommy trying to explain to Aisling we're not doing it at bonfire because body, when it burns, it smells like the worst.
That's what I
almost
thought. Then maybe we could put lavender there as well.
I mean, the furnace is better because it's sort of close and it leaves the smoke.
Crime is very popular in Norway in terms of boat genre.
So
Very true.
next episode will be on the 7th of December. 2 weeks from now.
Then we take a break, I'd imagine, because 2 weeks after that is pretty much.
It's only one.
Hopefully not. I'm hoping at least
We'll
we
see.
can push in 2 more sessions before New Year.
We're gonna squeeze in.
Yeah.
Squeeze
Like
in.
the shoe in the mouth.
And Michael says, blink twice if you need help ring.
Is she having a stroke?
Thank you. And we look forward to on my way. We look forward to seeing you in the chat in 2 weeks. And with that, have a lovely evening and take care.
Well,
And
good night,
we will-
everybody.
Good
Sleep
night.
well, don't have nightmares.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, nightmares.
Sleep
Evil
better
cults
than,
and black suns
than
and
Evie
tentacles.
and
Walk softly
Teddy's
and carry
characters.
a big shoe.
Or an axe.
And with that, we
Yes.
say goodbye.
You are released.
Bye bye.